This is WizardShack. It's a podcast of sorts. So they say.
Bullshit artist.
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 Bullshit
Bullshit
artist.
artist.
Bullshit artist.
You, sir, are a horseshit artist.
I call bullshit on that.
Bullshit artist. Bullshit artist.
Yeah, what's up? We're live. I haven't played the bullshit thing in a while, I feel like, so I was looking at it.
It's more of a reaction clip than something that you just do, but is that how the dwarves are going to look?
Yeah, that's how the dwarves are going to look.
Wow, they look fucking terrible.
Yeah, they're all CG. You know, like...
Jesus, fucking shit.
Yeah, like, why make them CG? I mean, I don't know.
No,
I mean, I was also...
They're all woke and shit about, like, trans and gay and all that stuff, but little people, they can just get fucked.
Yeah, fuck off, little people. I mean, I guess it was always offensive that, they were never dwarves. I don't know. They were always animated cartoons, so I guess, like, they have an excuse here.
I know, but it's live action. This is, like, the one chance they have to get work, other than,
yeah,
like,
it's true.
Some one-off shit. And
I was looking at,
it's just, they're not, like, enough of a community to even that they care about, you know.
No.
They probably don't think there's a lot of like little people on the internet that have opinions that they need to cater to or anything.
Oh, not at all. Yeah, even look at Rachel Zegler's haircut. She's got that pumpkin pie kind of haircut freaked cut there.
Come on, give me that booze, you little pumpkin pie haircutted freak. Come on.
There you go.
Yeah, Jeff Daniels, his agent tried to talk him out of doing this role because he said that Jim Carrey was going to just upstage him the whole time, and he just said to his agent, like, "That's like obviously I'm not there to compete with him comedically. I'm just the straight man, like, you know."
Yeah, he wasn't the straight man, but he was perfect in it. He was definitely not the straight man. It's like I feel like the Jeff Daniels character is like much more like. I don't know, like...
He's not as animated and crazy.
He's more just like a goofy idiot.
Yeah,
you know,
but
like
he's
lovable idiot.
A little bit more, not like serious, but, you know, you can tell he's not like some psycho.
Kind of like the perfect, like, combination to, you know, like a chaotic, crazy Jim Carrey. This is just like a goofy, lovable idiot. It was the perfect, perfect role for him. I kind of don't really. I mean, when I think of Jeff Daniels, I kind of think of that role in general. I mean, is there anything else that really comes to mind with him? Like,
yeah.
I mean, I know he's in a lot of good stuff, but to me, I think that first.
Let's see. Well, he stars in that movie that I talked about a couple episodes that Jonathan Demme did. That's pretty good with Melanie Griffith. Something Wild.
Wild at Heart.
He's in The Squid and the Whale, plays the father. He's pretty good in that.
I mean, he's in stuff, but it's like, what do you think? I know he's in like a political thing too. Like, what do you think of when you see him?
Show?
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It's just like, what do you see when you see him? And I kind of mainly just see that.
He's in Steel Magnolia, or no, I forget what. Yeah, you're right. I don't know.
I mean, I think of Dumb and Dumber first. I know he's in some political, the newsroom or something.
Yeah, that's it.
But that comes like,
there's like
I don't know. That's down the line.
Got really popular when he was like in a Q&A and some of the audience was talking about how America's like the greatest place on earth, and then he just rattled off like all these reasons why we fucking suck or something, or like not suck, but like have kind of regressed.
Oh, maybe arachnophobia, kind of.
Yeah, you know what? That's it.
That's probably maybe that one. But still, I would still say Dumb and Dumber.
These Arizona fans are pretty hot.
Oh yeah, they got the desert trash down there.
They look kind of like milfs.
Yeah, you get desert trash. They're all like fucking skins all worn out and
shit. Rutgers.
Oh wow, Rutgers pick here.
Yeah. R.I.P. Ray Rice.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, interesting draft so far.
Yeah, we're going to get a little bit sidetracked. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting sidetracked.
Like, The whole time
Especially
I
in a
was
few
like, I want
picks.
the Giants to get a defensive back, and then five of them go in a row. So.
Yeah, you can tell when there's a run on things. I think that's sort of why the Eagles traded up, why the Saints traded up. There was a run coming.
Real drafts are that different than fantasy with like that kind of stuff. You know, like in baseball, someone takes a closer, the next 5 picks are going to be closers because everyone's freaking out. They're going to get left out.
Everyone's thinking the same thing, and then
And
I think all these teams, it's all inside base. I think they probably all know exactly who everyone's taking. Like, you know what I mean? Like they all probably know.
Yeah, that slimy Schefter fuck's got his tentacles and everything.
There's got to be like a not like a chat room, but something where all the teams are on at once.
It's probably like Reddit, you know.
Yeah, there's got to be something where they're all.
There's like a Reddit. What's it called? Like blogosphere.
I wonder if they play each other too, because like the Jets, I feel like played. The Jets fucking played the fucking Vikings. Like, did they pretend they were going to take a quarterback or something? They must have.
Sean
must have
said that he tricked the Vikings into thinking that they were going to take a quarterback.
Well, I think the Jets must have, because the Jets, like, the Vikings moved up one spot for nothing.
There goes a line.
And gave up 2 other picks, which it's like, I get you wanted to move up and make sure, but you just gave up shit for it. I mean, granted, the truth is it's only really 1, 2, and 3 that the people actually usually play. You sometimes get lucky on 4th or 5th rounders, but not too often.
It's funny, all the linemen, their like fathers are always like fucking huge too. It's like clearly genetic.
Basically,
they got those hog genes, hog blood.
After the 2nd round, it's kind of like a crapshoot, though, to tell you the truth. 3rd rounds are usually like, yeah.
Yeah, but you get a lot of people out of this shit. You know, it's not like
3rd round is better than 4th.
They're not going to be good or start all the time.
Yeah, but it's like you might get a starter every so often. It's not like that's where it's like.
I'd say more than that, because NFL rosters are so fucking big. You just need bodies.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
It's not like in basketball where like 6 fucking people play the whole time and that's it.
Well, speaking of bodies and that body count.
Oh wait, how come Weinstein didn't make the cover?
Well, because I was like, I didn't think I want to give him like a full story kind of thing here. That was like my thought.
It's not the greatest association to have.
But Weinstein, his conviction has been overturned. The court orders a new trial. This is like that. It's like that Curb Your Enthusiasm episode where like the slightest thing can get you out. Yeah, the slightest thing can get you out.
Well, when you're a rich Jewish guy in Hollywood, definitely.
And apparently, even Weinstein was like surprised when he heard about it. I guess his lawyers probably just found something out. He's
got that, like Johnny Cochran type of shit. You think OJ was really going to go down for the count? They were going to find a way.
Oh, OJ was proven innocent though. Yeah. Here's some Weinstein clip right here.
Harvey Weinstein will not take the stand in his rape trial, and the former movie mogul insists that his walker is not fake. I'm Elizabeth Wagner, outside of the New York City criminal courthouse.
I kind of doubt it.
Today, as Harvey Weinstein was walking out of court just moments after his defense rested their case, he was asked by reporters if his walker is a prop. Weinstein seemed to be an upbeat spirit.
That's awesome.
He was smiling, and he gave the reporters a sarcastic response.
Did he say like, "Smile, sweetheart. We want a smile out of you"?
Joe said your walker's a prop. What do you say to that?
Look at it. Sure. What did you want to say?
It's definitely a
Aside
prop.
from being asked about his walker,
Definitely a prop. I can tell by the way he's walking with that.
Yeah, it's funny. It's a good way to make him just look really pathetic and get like a sympathy, pity type of vote or something.
Dude, seriously though, man, Weinstein was a great producer. The amount of movies that he like fought for, and it's
if he wasn't
insane. It's insane.
He'd be in fucking prison right now,
Let's go to that list right here because this is like, I mean, I just did that movie, The Burning, man. That was his first. That was his first movie that he wrote the whole treatment for the movie, even though it's like, nothing like special. He wrote the first 5 pages. He tried to get in on the low budget horror fad, with Halloween and Texas Chainsaw Massacre kind of coming.
Yeah, I think a lot of producers, it's sort of
Smart,
like with,
you can't blame him for that. He was good at his fucking job.
Like the teachers, like those who can't teach. It's like if you can't direct, you become a producer.
Yeah, I mean, here we go. Let's look at this. I mean, so he started in '79 with the burning, and he started actually Weinstein Company with his brother, and it wasn't Weinstein Company, it was Miramax at the time. Miramax was named after their two parents, Mira and Miram, the mom, and Max. So he just kind of combined them to make Miramax. And Bob Weinstein he's one man. I kind of like. I was looking it up. There's no dirt. No one has anything bad to say about Bob Weinstein. He basically just got like thrown under the bus just for the association. Kind of sucks for him. There's no. I've heard everyone say like, "Oh, Bob Weinstein's great. He's not like Harvey at all." So it's kind of shitty. Here you go, Emma.
I've never seen that movie, Beautiful Girls, but I heard Natalie Portman's supposed to be really good in it.
I remember this
like
English
a child
Patient.
actress.
English Patient. Didn't this win like a bunch of? I remember when this was like winning all the awards, and Billy Crystal doing
like a borderline softcore porno.
I've no interest and I don't really know. I remember it was like kind of like it's like a romantic drama.
No, I thought
or
it's like
something.
a nurse fucking some injured military guy.
Something like that. Scream he produced because again this was Miramax and I think he still had a hand in with New Line, so that's where this kind of comes in. Good Will Hunting
was massive.
Yep, and greenlit the Ben and Matt's thing, Matt Damon.
Yeah, I doubt they wrote that shit.
Yeah, probably not. More Gwyneth Paltrow. She really was. She must have been fucking him in the late '90s. By the way, I think this is clear.
Whatever happened to that other guy in the movie?
Good question. I mean, I remember the movie.
Joseph Fiennes, I think his name was.
Oh yeah. You don't see him. Playing by Heart, a really early Angelina Jolie movie, fresh off of Hackers.
I don't know that one, but
don't know this one. Ooh, a running back right before the Giants. I wonder if they're thinking the Giants are taking a running back.
I don't know, but
you got Miles Sanders too, huh?
I'm kind of I need to take like a bit of a break here.
Yeah, She's All That. And what happened to her?
I kind of like that movie.
I kind of liked her like a lot. Whatever happened to her?
Rachel Cook, yeah. I think she just got like a regular job and didn't want to act anymore. But
I don't know this
also
one.
The girl who's like the villain in that movie. Whatever fucking happened to her? She wasn't really in shit.
Here's a fucking epic one. The Lord of the Rings series.
Oh yeah, Weinstein definitely gets a pass.
Here's the thing. He had this whole deal with New Line.
Oh, the pick is in.
Shit, that's quick. Oh wow, they obviously had no delay here. Let's take a little break from the Weinstein. I don't do drugs like that. I'll do your
We'll take a shot or something.
Demon leaf stuff that you guys are doing over there.
Yeah, what do they call weed in Lord of the Rings again?
Well, it's not really weed; it's tobacco. What is it? Long bottom leaf or some shit? I forget. Yeah, man. Damn, that's a stumping me with some Lord of the Rings trivia. What is it?
Are you kidding me? They're going to a fucking commercial break. You motherfuckers. The disrespect.
No, what is it? What is that shit?
Long
Pipeweed. What they would call it. The old Toby, the halfling leaf.
Oh man, this commercial's brutal.
Mel's picks. What are you watching on ESPN?
Yeah.
Mel Kiper's a fucking douche.
Yeah, he's a slick back. Sloppy steaks.
Yeah,
slick
white
back
suit.
Hair, sloppy steaks.
Yeah, white suit on New Year's. Exactly.
He used to be a piece of shit, but he still is.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I don't think we have that clip. We only have the.
But yeah, look at this, man. Lord of the Rings.
Oh no, wait, we did do the sloppy steaks once actually.
Yeah, that one's that's one I can't play. That's like that gets flagged every time.
Because of the music?
No, because it's just like I don't know. That's the one that always gets flagged. I guess because everyone knows that bit that it's like too iconic or something.
I would say the biggest one is the one where he's dressed as a hot dog. That's like the biggest thing he has.
Yeah, love it. Your love for the halfling leaf is clearly slowed your mind.
Okay, thanks.
That's a quote from Saruman too.
Meanwhile, you're fucking sucking syrup out of a goddamn tree.
Yeah. Also, I mean, we also know with Lord of the Rings, they made that orc. Like Peter Jackson did a little dig at Weinstein. He made that orc, that really ugly orc with like the grotesque shit that was supposed to be Weinstein.
The one that the boulder lands on?
Yes, that was supposed to be Weinstein. So,
man. Yeah, with like all tumors all over him.
Yeah, so he did do a little dig. Gangs in New York. How about this, man? That's the thing, man. You could think of like Peter Jackson, Tarantino. I mean, I know not everyone's favorite now, but Kevin Smith. You know, Martin Scorsese.
He's never been anyone's favorite.
Oh, well, I mean, I think his movies were alright at the time. You know, like I think he hit at that era of like, you know, like the grunge of the '90s. Yeah, I think like the grunge era really worked for Kevin Smith or something.
Yeah, it did.
Like,
or like post grunge.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. His movies, like, they weren't bad, but they weren't good ever. But I think he just hit at the right time, you know.
No, you liked him. Come on,
no, I 100% liked him, and I would say there might be something like there. I don't know. When I actually do think of Mallrats, I do kind of have fondness for Mallrats. Chasing Amy is a little like.
We definitely like grew up in malls. Like the Freehold Mall spent like 50% of the time there.
I mean, when I think back at it, I mean, Clerks is pretty interesting because it's an original type movie and like really low budget and, you know, like a very good use of like a terribly low budget. Like I have to say, like that's like I totally get it. Totally get it with Clerks, even though obviously like, you know, some cringy moments and all that shit too. But Mallrats,
a lot of his stuff is just very dated.
Yeah, it's dated. I mean, the whole Chasing Amy thing is like really dated. Like that's like
like falling in love with a lesbian.
Like and all lesbian needs just as like a good fucking or something. Like very
not getting made now.
Very not PC today.
Who said that?
Well, the quote is all like a lesbian needs is like good deep dicking.
Yeah, but who is that? Ben Affleck saying that?
The Jason Lee character.
Oh yeah.
Who then turns out to be gay.
The thing that kind of always annoyed me with him. He's like his like pool of people he uses is so limited, you know.
Yeah, but that, you know what, man, that's like there's a lot of people like that.
Tiki Barber for this shit. Scumbag.
Wow. Scumbag. How do you know it's not Rondé? Maybe they put Rondé up there. It's probably cheaper, right? Get Rondé Barber. Let's see what they pick here. I actually saw a speech where I did like a little business like a business show thing in New York, and Tiki Barber was the speaker, and I got to meet him.
Ooh,
he's a nice guy. Oh, good pick, safety. Very nice guy, Tiki Barber. Smart guy. He was very like he made it very clear. Like I didn't, you know, he has a lot of financial investments and things. He's like I didn't want to just be a football player, you know. And I saw all these idiots in the locker room. He didn't like name names, but he's like I saw these idiots, and I was like I don't want to be like them. Like. So I mean, I give him the credit for that. You got to use your money right.
A lot of them go broke,
the league.
Like either mid-career or like right after it's just over. Like they just run, and a lot of times it's because their agent is fucking them over.
I'm happy about this. I wanted the safety more than a cornerback, to tell you the truth.
I don't know. I find defensive backs are way more impactful.
Yeah, well, that's a safety too.
Oh shit! This guy's
all DBs.
He had 5 interceptions.
Yeah, no. But also they have a spot open for a safety right now, so it all kind of works.
Yeah.
Gangs of New York, man. Scorsese, Chicago. That's an Oscar winner. Kill Bill, because again, Tarantino is completely tied to Miramax. Scary Movie, completely tied to Miramax. New Line, Wes Craven, all that shit. Master Commander. That's a Mixaplex special right there. I got to see that.
Why do you say that?
I know he's talked about Master Commander. I have to see Master Commander, and I've heard a lot of people say that the book.
It's pretty good. It's very.
I heard
tense,
the book is,
and
it's like a really celebrated book
because they're so slow, and it's like so difficult for them to land the shots with the cannons and stuff.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I know it's like a.
You could tell like how difficult it was to like have that kind of warfare.
It's a super celebrated book too, from like
yeah. I don't want to say too much about it.
60s or 70s.
I'm watching it, but Paul Bettany's character is really good. He's like a early scientist.
I gotta check it out.
Yeah, I won't say anything about it, but it's definitely good.
Cold Mountain. We had to read the book for high school.
You know, I like this movie. It's actually kind of grimy.
I think the movie. Yeah, I like the part where I like the. It's still great. It's great. It's maybe it's just a sexual fantasy. It's ingrained in my memory where there's just like this hot girl who like lifts up her skirt and bends over the table, wants Jude Law to fuck her or something. That's still like ingrained in my memory.
Oh, so he meets the guy who's.
It's a good movie.
Cal is stuck in the river.
Yeah.
Who plays that part? Giovanni Ribisi, I think.
Yeah. Yep.
And he brings him back to his place, and it's like a fat woman with big ass tits, and it
was better than the book, by the way,
or something. And they liquor him up, and then they're like trying to have him. That movie is like.
The movie's good. The book kind of sucked.
Really, it was just so much more violent and just kind of like nasty than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, the book was more about the Nicole Kidman story. I remember it's like her on a fucking farm. She's just depressed and that was basically
her father's
the book.
dying and she doesn't know what she's going to do once he's gone.
And the book was just all about Jude Law just trying to fuck.
That was when
women.
Jack White was fucking Renee Zellweger.
Oh, here you go, another Fahrenheit 9/11. I have to say, man, I know I'm see, that's the thing is a lot of people would watch our channel and think I'm a right-wing guy. I am not. I love Michael Moore's movies. Maybe it was just
why do people think we're right-wing?
I think because we're not like a super progressive left. I think that's the thing is like if you're not like super progressive left, people think you're right-wing.
White male, you're kind of automatically put in that category.
Well, it's like Bill Maher is now considered like right-wing.
Maybe you should dye your hair purple or something.
I gotta have purple hair. My like mustache purple or something.
Yeah, dye your facial hair pink and identify as like a jelly donut or something. Change your name to Sprinkles.
The Aviator, boring film. Didn't like it.
Yeah, I really the only thing I liked about it was all the like actresses trying to play older women, like Kate Blanchett.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But her accent is so annoying.
More Tarantino here because Tarantino is all Weinstein. Silver Linings Playbook. We'll skip over that because it's some Eagles trash. Paddington, one of the greatest films of all time, and Paddington 2 was where cinema peaked.
As much as I don't like the Eagles, Silver Linings Playbook was not bad.
Yeah, no, it's pretty good, but I didn't like the
There's
Eagles.
There's some giant stuff in it. That degenerate guy who Robert De Niro keeps trying to fuck over.
But it's still not peak cinema. Peak cinema was Paddington 2. That's where cinema peaked, and we're now at the crescent, like rolling back into time.
What is that? A Chihuahua?
Yes, that's Paddington 1.
It looks very cute. The whole movie looks very cute, like painfully
very cute. Very cute.
And what is there like a dying kid in it or something?
No, it's just you know what? It's just a good movie, man. Paddington 1 and 2 are good movies.
Called Finding Neverland.
Yeah, I've seen Finding Neverland.
It's so fucking depressing, but it's good. But it's just like
that's where I remember like Jason Chicken was talking about
Garden on
like
steroids.
he liked the Christopher Robin movie, and that movie's fucking sucked. Like the Winnie the Pooh movie, like that movie. It was like trying to be like Finding Neverland, but didn't go. It like only turned it up like halfway. It didn't go full retard, and
they got to make Finding Neverland Ranch.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, that's a whole other thing, man. That's a whole other thing. But prayers out to Harvey. We hope you start to walk better. Big ups. Mad respect. We're huge fans of Harvey here. And this is our biggest love affair here is our girl Rachel Zegler.
Yeah, we're Zegheads.
Zeg, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep. Oh, yeah.
I was just about to put West Side Story on, but the draft started.
Yep. Yeah, I was gonna watch it for the first time.
It's even better the 30th time you watch it.
Yeah, I wanted to watch it but couldn't watch it. It's weird, man. It's weird, right? It's weird how that works out. Yeah, her movie's been getting a disappointing update. That's been kind of the case for quite a while. We've had a black Little Mermaid. Now we're gonna have a Latina, big booty Latina Snow White. Is she big booty though? I don't know. I don't know. She kind of looks like a. Yeah, bring AOC into this, right? Maybe she should have been
stunt double.
Yeah. And she made all those comments that pissed everyone off. Rachel Zegler, which I mean, hey, it's a modern movie. This is made for modern audience. It's not 1937 anymore. You know, here you go. Look, also I was realizing how she's like a miniature person too. Look at Gal Gadot. I don't think Gal Gadot is tall. Is she tall?
I don't know. She's flat.
Yeah, she can't talk. I still like.
No, we watched that Superman movie and we had to like rewind so many fucking times, and I just gave up.
Yeah, man, I legit like couldn't understand her. I like really tried. I couldn't understand her. She's 5'10", by the way. She's not a small woman there. She's taller than me, and you. Israeli height right there. That's really working out good in the politics and the scene, that whole country. Here you go.
You said you were bringing a modern edge to it on stage. What do you mean by that?
I just mean that it's no longer 1937, and we absolutely wrote a Snow White that is
not going to be saved by the prince.
She's not going to be saved by the prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about true love. She's dreaming about becoming the leader she knows she can be, and the leader that her late father told her that she could be if she was fearless, fair, brave, and true. And so it's just a really incredible.
Fearless, fair, brave, and true. It's like that was written for you. Fearless, fair, brave, and true.
Story for I think young people everywhere to see themselves in.
Snow White is running for president.
I'm launching my campaign. I am.
Oh, she's so quirky and fun and big booty Latina over here, right? He's dreaming of absolute power. Yeah. The ravenous Rachel. We love her here. She's you know, she's a friend of the show. What was that? I love Rachel Zegler. I can wax on about my love. It was at once hate, it's turned to love. You know?
Yeah, it's almost like Stockholm syndrome. You know, she's mentally captivated us for so long. The hate has turned into admiration.
Yeah, I follow her Instagram now.
Also,
you know?
I saw her in that fucking what is it?
There's her in
superhero movie, and her part is just like.
Oh my God, she was near us. By the way, she's taking photos of the MTA train. She's in the metro area.
Like us.
She's just like us. I don't blame the dog. That dog. Oh God, I feel bad for that dog. That dog's got to be around this bitch.
Yeah, he does have a look like someone come help me.
Here you go. Here's her text message. I just need to be instructed. Thank you, Beyonce. I will look at that horse.
What horse?
I don't know. She's got a Snoopy hat. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, Beyonce has like a country music album or something.
Yeah, she's got a Snoopy hat. I kind of support that. I'll have to say, man, I wouldn't. That's the funny thing about this. I would not. I wouldn't say no to Rachel Zegler any day of the week. That is the truth. She's a good looking gal, right? Little bit goofy looking, but hey, it's not 1937 anymore. All right? It's not 1937 anymore. I can have like a Jets versus Sharks romance with Rachel Zegler.
No, it's not. But if it were, it'd be a lot better for straight white men.
Do the Jets Sharks dance thing, whatever those songs are.
I'm not into musicals. I
thought you were a big Tony Curtis fan. I thought you were like a huge Tony Curtis guy.
Who's that?
I think he's from West Side Story.
Yeah,
maybe I could be completely wrong.
Painted his face all brown and made him a Spanish guy.
I think I'm completely wrong. It is that is Jamie Lee Curtis's father, though. That's
okay.
the father of Jamie Lee Curtis.
Wasn't Jamie Lee Curtis like a hermaphrodite or something, and they picked her sex at birth?
That's like the myth, but she does have a.
She's pretty mannish.
She has kids though, that like.
Yeah, but they could be adopted.
She's got like 6 kids, something like that. I think she's got like a bunch of kids, with Christopher Guest. You know, and that's the most masculine person in Hollywood today. You know, Rachel Zegler now claims that Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs is a monumental moment in film history. Previously described the film as extremely dated and weird.
Yeah.
What a quote! What a quote right there.
We gotta get some Mighty Wind clips.
What a review for the That's her review for 1937 movie. Weird. Her review.
I thought she said she watched it and she didn't like it and it scared her or something.
Yeah, she was. It was too dated, man. It was too dated. It was. You had to have a prince save the day. You can't have that, man. You can't have any kind of romance. These Gen Z people, they don't want to see. That's the creepiest thing. They don't want to see nudity. Like they're offended by nudity or sex scenes. It's like so strange to me. From a generation of, we had the hot box and trying to like see scramble porn. From that generation to a generation that's offended by any sort of nudity. Florence Pugh nude in Oppenheimer offended Gen Z, which is shocking. It's weird. Rachel Zegler is now on the hot seat here because this has become a mess. For Disney, which is that new, or is that just kind of how things go with Disney? That's like par for the course now, right? It's just gonna be like a Muppet fuck fest.
Particular person started saying I look like a Muppet, and people say it so much. Sometimes I start to believe it, and so I even asked Vince, I'm like, "Do I look like a Muppet?" Oh my god.
She looks like a Muppet.
Oh my god.
You had to put her hair apart to show that she looks like a Muppet even more. Despite delaying this movie a full year, it's claimed Disney still can't get things right with the live action version. Big surprise. Weird. A new rumor claims the Snow White movie with Rachel Zegler. Big ups to Rach. Big Zeg heads. Is still a mess following massive reshoots. I don't think this is actually some wrong information here, by the way. Despite being completed, this movie's not been completed. I know that. I followed Rachel Zegler, so I'm at the forefront here. Disney delayed the release of Snow White by an entire year. It was supposed to come out this year. It is coming out next year, and it is not completed. It was actually going to be reshot back last year before the writer's strike. She was in London to do the reshoots, and then the writer's strike, actor strike, canceled it all. So that's kind of where we're at now.
A fan club or something.
I looked for it. I looked if I can join one.
No, you got to be the leader, the founder.
I looked for it. Yeah, I guess I should start it. There's not enough of a Rachel Zegler fan club.
We got to get like some foam hats made out of her jaw.
Yeah, or like the pumpkin pie kind of haircutty kind of look right there.
Come on, give me that booze, you little pumpkin pie haircutted freak. Come on.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby! Don't you put that on us!
But yeah, she's found herself on the hot seat. I said hot seat, right? Didn't I say hot seat?
Did you ever see that Harley Williams movie, Starman, I think it's called?
Rocket Man,
yeah.
Of course. I think I have it on VHS somewhere. I liked it a lot, but I was like a young idiot, so
yeah.
But I liked it a lot.
Well, and also we were at the mercy of Comedy Central, you know.
I was like, I was silly. I thought people actually went to the moon, And you grow up and you realize no one went to the moon. No one's been to the moon.
No, Pink Floyd just faked it.
Pink Floyd faked it with what's it?
Oh, the guy who did 2001: Space Odyssey.
Yeah, Roman Polanski.
No, but it's good to bring him up now that we're talking about Weinstein.
Yeah, Kubrick. Come on.
Yeah, Stanley Kubrick.
Big Kubrick fan, of course. Probably my favorite horror movie is The Shining. I don't even know if it is considered a horror movie. Yeah, I would say it's my favorite of the genre. I think like one of my favorite movies I'd put. Actually, I mean, a lot of his movies I'd put in my top of the list. I think like I think all his movies have been pretty damn good. Doctor Strangelove, probably one of the best comedies. 2001, great sci-fi. The Shining, like tops the list of horror. Eyes Wide Shut, conspiracy
of his
king type movie.
Orange.
What was that?
My favorite movie of his is Clockwork Orange.
Clockwork Orange. I mean, I love Clockwork Orange. I mean, I remember like
it's like especially when you're like growing up and you're like doing bad shit. It's like such a fun release of like horrible.
Yeah, I remember being
that
the first time I watched it. I was 13, and I watched it with people. Like we rented it at a beach house with like it was some friends, and it was like a couple families. We got a beach house, and we rented a beach house, and we kind of did that whole thing. And there used to be video stores. Remember video stores?
Like a timeshare.
Yeah, there used to be video stores. So we went to the video store and rented Clockwork Orange, and all like I guess some of the people I knew back then were kind of normies or something, as they would call them today. And they're all like, "Oh, this movie's fucking weird. This movie's fucking terrible and weird." And I was like, "What the fuck is this? This is the best thing I've ever seen."
You go to a milk bar.
Yeah, no, I remember thinking like, "This is like." I was so into it. I was like, "I don't know what the fuck you were talking about. This
My
is
favorite
like,
sequence
brilliant."
is when he goes to that weird mirror mall, and those two girls are like buying vinyl, sucking on these weird strawberry dildo-looking things.
Yeah, and he fucks them right afterwards. Yeah.
Well, he fucks them, but it's like in
fast motion.
forward and speed while some classic music plays. It's all like Wendy Carlos shit hooked on Bach.
Yeah, and I think that was a little pre Wendy Carlos, but Wendy Carlos
Wendy Carlos was
came around during the
doing stuff for the soundtrack.
The Shining is when she made his
whatever
transition. Yeah. But yeah, man, I remember like the moment that like at the end of that movie, you know, it's in heaven and you see him like raping a girl. I was like, "Oh yeah, this is some top-notch art right there." Maybe it's perfect for a 13-year-old. I don't know.
Well, the part that my other like favorite part is when he knows like the dream.
I think it's like
trying to
countless
take over
parts
and
that are good.
They're walking along that like really awesome looking kind of like lake thing, and he slits the one guy's hand, and then they all start fighting in the water and shit in slow motion.
But then there's like a kind of a flash forward to that scene later where, you know, the other guy gets his comeuppance against Alex. You know? Like yeah. So it's kind of it's like a very. I mean that movie is like pretty perfect. It's a weirdo movie.
That guy,
pretty perfect.
And him, they're like talking in his bedroom, and he like sneaks in a bunch of punches.
Yeah. Then also, man, I'm like Barry Lyndon, man. Great fucking movie.
I gotta see that shit.
If you're like a historical nerd that likes kind of stuff that's boring and historical, which I like, that is like the peak of that too. It's like
really?
I think
You're a big history buff.
Oh man, I love history stuff. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, actually, great podcast if anyone wants to listen to. It's called Hardcore History by Dan Carlin. He's so good. He's like he puts out these podcasts that are like 7 hours long. But he'll only put them out like once a year. So he'll put out like one podcast a year, but they're like these 7 hour long, brilliant like podcasts. Totally recommend anything hardcore history, Dan Carlin. Like check it out if you like that kind of shit.
Yeah, I gotta look into trying to get Plex on this fucking TV.
How often do you think of the Roman Empire? Love it.
Whenever Gladiator's on.
I mean, I would assume you're a fan of the Roman Empire.
Yeah.
Because you like Gladiator.
Well, they inspired good movies to get made.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about Gladiator 2 though. That sounds like a nightmare. That's coming
No,
out
I
pretty
don't
soon.
want that to happen.
But all right, let's see. Yeah, Rachel Zegler in the news. Zegler again, bringing the heat.
So we didn't do that this time. Cast a guy in the movie. Right. Andrew Burnap, great dude. All of Andrew's scenes could get cut. Who knows? It's Hollywood, baby. It's Hollywood, baby. It's Hollywood, baby.
What is it? What's wrong, sister?
This hers? Tell me!
Yes, I think it's, yeah.
How'd it get burned? How'd it get burned? How'd it get burned? How'd it get burned?
Don't you give me that look!
Man, that bitch got herself a nice little dumper.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I said that to myself at work today.
Oh, you saw some bitch with a nice little dumper. Yeah, it's funny when you start to relate the shit to like a nice
black girl that came back from paternity leave was wearing like black.
Telling you, man, these hot black women,
sort of like yoga pants.
These hot black women rule the world. They rule the world.
Yeah, they had that Tom Hanks Jr. Black Magic Queen White Guy Summer Magic or whatever it's called.
Yeah, I was like, I mean,
before, right? Tom Hanks's rap career. Tom Hanks Jr.
Tom Hanks, Chet Hanks.
Yeah, Chet Hanks. Because the other one was in that shitty ass movie with Jack Black,
Right.
Orange County.
But I was like looking at that whatever the Marvin Harrison Jr.'s girlfriend because the draft and like hot black chick. I mean, oh dude, I think there's no better. I think that's like that is like
not as toned and like muscular. They're
well, besides, I think you just have like a full runway to whatever you want. Like a lot of people think, oh, you're a white male, you have it all. No. A hot black chick has it all in this world. That's like that is the peak. You could do whatever the fuck you want. That's the peak. That's it.
There's like
no other
Indian women that work at this place too. It's pretty awesome. Not that they're like great looking or anything. It's just cool to like be around Indian people.
Is it? I've been around Indian people. I don't know about that.
I don't know. I guess because I eat like a lot of the same stuff that they do, so they like tell me about.
You eating a bunch of naan or something?
No, like how to add seasoning and flavor to lentils and chickpeas.
Lentils.
Yeah, because when you buy them, they're very
bean,
bland.
right?
You have to like add shit to make it taste better.
I don't think I've had a lentil. Never had a lentil.
It's like
it sounds like yenta, like the Hebrew.
It's just like a good way of getting protein and fiber without paying a lot of money because it comes cheap and you can buy big bags of it. This bitch is she's straight out of 100 Dalmatians or something.
Yeah, she looks like Barbara Streisand.
Yo, what the fuck is this motherfucker on?
Yeah, wow.
It looks like she's got a wig on top of her wig.
Yeah, Barbara Streisand is drafting for the Browns right now.
Oh man, and she's about to go.
She's got like
a bunch of puppies and make a coat.
Yeah, she's got She's got a 101 Dalmatians haircut right here. Yeah, here's Barbara. Here's who's hosting for the Browns right now.
There are some real mouth breathers in the crowd, man. I can just smell the stench of like.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Like you were talking about lentils.
Cheap. Oh, actually, no, not cheap beer. Like overpriced beer.
You were talking about lentils, but should we be really talking about Yentl?
Wow, well done.
Thank you.
Well played, sir.
That's a joke that should go right into Family Guy. I should be working for Seth MacFarlane. Right?
Yeah, we need a cutaway.
Seth MacFarlane should be hiring me for that right there. A Yentl joke. What am I going to bring up next? Fiddler on the Roof?
Honestly, that's the first one I've probably ever heard in my life, and hopefully the last.
Yeah. That shows you my age right there.
Didn't
I know
Yentl do something with
Yentl.
her where she's like a giant dinosaur creature that they have to kill?
I think it's the funny thing about like our age of people that we know who Barbara Streisand is. Like that's If you know who Barbara Streisand
I know her
is,
from Meet the Fockers
I know when you're
2,
born.
where she plays his mother, and she's like a yoga instructor or something, but she's like all about tantric sex, and it's like really gross.
I mean, was she ever attractive? It's such a. It's like
it felt like it's like some Woody Allen psyop thing.
You talk about this like, was she ever attractive? Now she looks like a fucking plastic surgery clown, but like, what she look like young?
I'll be back. I need to get some water. And...
Yeah, even young. You know what? I mean, hey, young. She looks kind of cute. She's got a bigger nose. I don't mind that, but it's kind of cute here. Yeah, you know what? I see it.
Oh, that's the bitch that got thrown off the boat. What's her name? Rachel Wood or something?
Oh yeah, that's a whole movie. Yeah, that's the whole thing, man. Wasn't Christopher Walken is involved with that too, right?
Yeah, Christopher Walken was on the boat and someone else. About I'll be right back.
Yeah, there's someone who I know exactly what you're talking about. It's stuff that you'd hear parents talk about in our age. You know, like parents would talk about this little scandal of that. Yeah, Barbara Streisand. I don't even want to deal with this anymore. You know, Barbara Streisand, bullshit artist, all this kind of shit.
Bullshit artist. 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 You, sir, are a horseshit artist. I call bullshit on that. Bullshit artist.
Yeah, we're in that lot. These bullshit. I mean, me talking about Barbara Streisand, that's bullshit, right? Come on. I'm complete bullshit that I'm talking about Barbara Streisand. You know, I've seen some of her movies. I have. I've seen Yentl. I talked about I've seen Funny Girl. I've seen, I've probably seen too many Barbara Streisand movies. What am I doing in my life? I need to get onto the Weinstein plan.
Before we begin, I just want to congratulate Harvey and his wife Georgina on the birth of their new baby boy.
Thank you.
Harvey gave us just what we needed, another him.
Finally, I'd like to thank Harvey Weinstein. The Punisher, that's his nickname. The Punisher, yes.
Harvey, if I keep thanking you in public, people think we're having an affair. But nonetheless, if you're choosing sides in the playground before a scrap, I would like to have Harvey Weinstein and Graham King on my side.
Harvey Weinstein, Bob Weinstein, God bless them.
My friends at Miramax for making this film, especially Harvey. And
Harvey, thank you for killing whoever you had to kill to get me up here today.
And to Harvey Weinstein, the tough guy on the playground with the biggest heart. Thank you for saying you'd do anything
the
for
biggest
your friends,
heart.
and you always do. Thank you.
And then Harvey Weinstein.
Harvey Weinstein. Harvey and Bob Weinstein. Everyone.
Thank you, Harvey Weinstein.
I want to thank Harvey and Bob Weinstein, my agent Kevin Uvain, and God, Harvey Weinstein. The Punisher, Old Testament, I guess.
Especially the bomber Weinstein, my godfather.
Is it better than I do?
Sometimes I call him Jennifer. It's a pet name.
Okay.
I would like to thank Harvey Weinstein.
Wow, he's fucking all these.
Harvey Weinstein, who
how many
believed in
times
us
has he
and made
fucked
this
Gwyneth
movie.
Paltrow?
Harvey,
Jesus Christ.
thank you to Harvey.
Harvey Weinstein for his commitment.
pausing it right here because look at this. This is my conspiracy mind. Adrenochrome right here. Adrenochrome. I don't know if anyone can see that, but adrenochrome is written right there. You've heard of the adrenochrome, right? I think we've seen it also in Fear and Loathing, right? Get that from a Satan freak. Get that adrenochrome from a Satan freak. It's written in the book. You ever read the Fear and Loathing book?
No.
Oh, it's a good book too, man. Good book. Yeah, that's a great book. I mean, the Campaign Trail, Fear and Loathing and Campaign Trail is also good. Good read by that freak. But yeah, continue this.
There was me, that is Alex, and my 3 droogs, that is Pete, Georgie, and Dim. And we sat in the Korova milk bar trying to make up our Razudoks what to do with the evening. The Korova milk bar sold Milk Plus Velocet, or Synthomesk, or Drenchrome, which is what we were drinking.
They were drinking adrenochrome.
This would sharpen you up and make you ready for a bit of the old ultra.
Isn't that kind of weird, man? Drinking that adrenochrome in the 70s there? Makes you think. Makes you think.
Isn't it just like
some food for
virgin
thought?
Blood or some shit?
Was that?
It's like drinking virgin blood or bathing in it.
Yeah, that kind of thing. I mean, it's funny. It's even going back to here. Yeah, it's interesting. Kubrick is always letting you know. And that's probably why he
got murdered.
Yeah. I mean, you said it there. What do you think? The Korova Milk Bar. Some interesting Russian commentary, too. A droog, the friends, calling it... a droog is a Russian term for a friend. And the Korova Bar is also kind of Russian. I mean, maybe it's just a little bit of a dystopia future making it Russian. I don't know. But it's kind of interesting.
Well,
about that.
Was this around the Cold War?
Definitely. Yeah. Maybe that's part of that. Yeah. I mean, like the writing of the Clockwork. I know it is like it's a book, and I tried reading it. It's a very hard read, not like a easy read. I remember like not exactly liking the book. It's written by an English writer, Anthony Burgess, and it was published in 1962. So yeah, definitely during that Cold War era, for sure. That's during like the era where like you had to hide under your school desk and act like you'd be okay if you went under the school desk for the bomb. But we all know that was fake too, right? Come on, you actually believe in the atomic bomb? Oppenheimer propaganda? I don't know. What do you think? Isn't it interesting? Well, isn't it interesting how we have 2 places that were bombed? You know, Nagasaki and what's the other one?
Hiroshima.
2 places that were bombed. You know, people still live there today, no problem. You can look up half-life of nuclear bombs.
Really? I thought it was like
dude, no problem. People still live there. No. People look up. You can go visit Nagasaki. Go visit Hiroshima. No problem.
I'm good.
Yeah. The half-life was supposed to be hundreds of years.
Seoul in Korea,
but people still live there. So yeah, that's something. That's some food for thought. You can look that up. You can look into that. I think they might have not actually dropped a real bomb there. That's my theory right there. I think it was all kind of propaganda. And I think we got a lot of. I think we have a lot of American propaganda that we have to sift through. You know, the moon landing. Might have a director who might have filmed that right there. Yeah, I think there's a couple things there, but
Oh, you don't think the moon's real?
I think the moon's real. I don't think we actually went there.
Have you met any flat earthers ever?
I've never met a flat earther. I've listened to podcasts with flat earthers. I don't really buy it. I think it's... I don't know. I don't really buy it. I think...
If the earth is flat, technically you can fall off of it then, right?
No, I think a lot of flat earthers consider it like a bowl. You know, it's a bowl. there's an ice wall that's around the flat sphere. We're on like we're basically on a disc. Is their theory, and that there's a wall
like
that's
a
around it.
turntable.
It's like we're in a bowl. You know,
That's
and
what
there's
Lauren
lids,
Hill thought too.
and the lids are the ice wall. You know what I mean? That's a
Lauren
lot of their
Hill
theory.
made a whole music video about it.
I mean, there is all
I
I'll say
fuck with
is
the Bee Gees. I remember
there is strange things to what we're told. That's all I'll say is you know, we don't see most space photos you see are computer generated. So it's like I kind of get people's, you know, understanding that maybe they're not telling us the truth, and they don't tell us the truth ever. So I get why people go far out like that, but I think they're a little too far out. You know, I think we have some history of the Earth being round. Carl Sagan kind of had a good little example of that.
You mean Kermit?
Kermit, yeah. Kermit, Carl Sagan, same guy, right?
There's actually on a.
We're all star stuff here, right? We're all actually made of star stuff.
Can you still do that New Zealand accent? Because I remember around the time we were watching Fly the Corn Cob.
I was watching too much. Yeah, when I was watching it, man.
You were able
to
watch
it for a while.
Pretty fucking flawless. Well, there was something else too that was New Zealand. Fuck.
Let me pull up some Carl Sagan flat Earth thing here.
Do you fuck with Neil Tyson Chicken Degrassi or whatever his name is?
I think he's a kind of a I mean, you know, I guess I got caught up in that illusion. I used to like him. I think he's a nice personality. I think he's turned into kind of a douche. I think that's the thing, man. The whole Jackson 5 situation, I think, showed everyone's true colors, and that's sort of where.
Also, do you see that shit where he was dumping all on Dune?
Really? No, I've not seen that.
Yeah, he was saying all the things they put in the ground to make noise are bullshit. It was like, bro, just fuck off.
That's obviously for a story. That's obviously.
I know.
It's obviously.
Put this one out.
Yeah, no. Like,
We don't need you right now.
No, not that one.
Map of ancient Egypt.
Here you go.
I've inserted two sticks or obelisks.
I trust Kermit.
One up here in Alexandria and one down here in Syene. Now, if at a certain moment each stick casts no shadow at all, that's perfectly easy to understand, provided the Earth is flat. If the shadow at Syene is at a certain length, and the shadow at Alexandria is the same length, that also makes sense on a flat Earth. But how could it be, Eratosthenes asked, that at the same instant there was no shadow at Syene and a very substantial shadow at Alexandria?
It's gotta be flat.
The only answer was that the surface of the Earth is curved.
Well, also just percentages, you know?
But I definitely highly recommend anyone to watch.
They probably discovered like percentages at the same time too. You know,
I
it's
do
like,
also. I like
things can't be 50-50. There's
exactly
ratios,
like ratios. Yeah.
Gradations of values and things like that. Where
I think, and it's funny, these flat Earth people, man.
There and
these flat Earth people, I feel so bad for them because they'll come up with like these complex theories of why it's flat, and it's just. It's like Occam's razor. It's so much simpler to realize. No. It's actually round. Like there is like a simpler option. And it's usually the case.
I heard certain things for early navigation with.
Well, our maps are all crazy. That's nothing. Because our maps are nuts. Our maps are totally wrong.
Across the world, and a lot of them thought that they were going to sail off of a cliff, like a massive cliff in the middle of the ocean.
Well, we have a crazy ass map too. Like our maps are all wrong. Like all wrong.
Is there any like scientific stuff on the Bermuda Triangle and why it's so weird and shit?
I mean, there's nothing really in context of why. It's just I don't know. I think there's certain I think I don't think we understand the world or the universe that much, and I think there are things that are strange, and I think there are parts of like the world that are strange, and that's part of it.
Like, there's parts of the ocean and underwater stuff that we'll never be able to navigate. We'll never have the technology to be able to travel that far and still live, which similar to space. Like underwater and space kind of function the same way, where you can't breathe there or exist.
Yeah, and actually I saw a UFO that went into space, went into the ocean recently, and the Navy confirmed it to be true. It's from 2019. 2019 UFO. I mean, pre-pandemic UFO. They didn't even know about the pandemic then. Maybe they did. I don't know. Do you think they knew?
They probably did.
They probably started it, right?
It's probably just some memo they threw in the trash.
Probably started it. But yeah, I saw that recently.
No, some guy fucking the bat did.
We're all too apathetic to even care about UFOs. We got Billie Eilish.
It's funny how AIDS
we need UFOs when we have Billie Eilish.
Started the same, had the same origin story.
We got Billie Eilish. She's got big tits. We don't need UFOs.
Yeah. No, she's more than just big tits. She's good looking. She's cute.
Yeah, but I mean, hey,
and
it's
she's
distracting, right?
She's gothic.
Do we really need UFOs when we got that? Probably
not.
Right?
Kat Dennings too. Don't leave her out.
Well, I think she's kind of gone.
I got some. You
got 5 on it?
No, I got some DVRs saved of that shitty TV show she's on, where they're working in a diner.
I'm not familiar.
It's called
I only know her from she's in the Thor movies.
Barely. They cover her up like she's some fucking Auntie Anne character.
I think that's all I know her from.
She's wearing like a smock.
That's the only thing I think I know her from.
Coat on. It's like you never even know that she had like triple Z's.
Yeah, I don't know her from anything else. But what's my next thing here? My next terrible topic.
Because she can't act.
I haven't gotten to much here. Gay black Doctor Who. I'm gonna sound like Norm Macdonald. Gay black Doctor Who.
Hey, have you seen this gay black Doctor Who?
Have you seen this gay black Doctor Who?
Yeah, he's a total fag. But I stopped
totally
smoking.
Gay. Oh, he's totally gay.
I gave up smoking, but I'll still suck a fag.
Yeah, this guy Nakuti. I can't even say this guy's name. I think it's.
I
fuck,
think
I don't
he
even
just
care.
got drafted by the Eagles.
He probably just got drafted.
Safety.
Yeah, sounds like the Eagles have a gay black Doctor Who
heard about
drafted to
this
the
gay
Philadelphia Eagles.
black guy named.
But he's giving out a message to the naysayers. That would be.
You know what's nice about OJ dying?
I also have to say this, man. I think Doctor Who in general is like Doctor Who fans. You guys don't have the coolest shit. This isn't like. I'm sorry, you guys aren't. It's always been a corny show. You know what I mean? It's always been a corny.
Yeah, they have
show.
those fucking Dalek guys who are like the least intimidating thing you've ever seen on the planet. But,
that's where, like, I'm watching
they can like annihilate everybody.
Like, I'm watching YouTubers I like, and they're complaining about Doctor Who and all this shit. And I'm thinking, like, guys, this show's been terrible since the precipice. Like, come on. It's never been that great.
About OJ dying was people remembering that Norm Macdonald existed.
It's been always like this is a camp show, man. This has always been camp. It's always been camp. So to have something gay in it, is it like really surprising? Like, I get why you don't like it because everything's gay and everything is gay and black and gay, but I get it.
Gay spelled Ghey.
Yeah. But that's the thing is they're trying to make all the stories gay and black. Like RuPaul. That comes to mind. Remember RuPaul was in the Brady Bunch movie? Had a little scene in the Brady Bunch movie.
But I fucking like the Brady Bunch movie where
same here.
They there was the part where they find his shrooms and
that's the second one, man. That's the second one.
The maid like cooks it into the spaghetti, and then
that's
he has this
very
weird acid trip
sequel
in their basement.
Can I say this? You're talking about the very Brady sequel. You're talking about the sequel. The first movie has Mickey Jones from the Monkees in it. Totally different movie.
What's the first one?
The first one is the first one. The one you're not remembering. You're remembering the one that's in Hawaii, with the shrooms.
He's trying to get that horse statue.
Yeah, that's the second movie. That's the sequel. That's the very Brady sequel. I think I know these movies too well.
They're fucking good. Who made those?
No clue, but I agree. They weren't bad movies. I mean,
No,
maybe
I
it was
liked them a lot.
Yeah, and I think we could have been dumb
The woman who played
kids.
Marsha, who later married Ben Stiller, was pretty hot.
Like, definitely. Oh yeah, the one from Hey Dude.
The Nickelodeon.
You know, also was always hot. I always thought the mom, Carol Brady, was fucking hot in that.
Well,
Shelley Long.
I think she was on a TV
Shelley
show
Long.
before that.
She was from Cheers.
Oh yeah, she did. She did that fucking Girl Scout movie.
Yeah, I was always attracted to her. I always attracted to her.
You ever seen that shit?
Yeah. The director of those movies is no one good. I guess that's the best way to say it. No one good.
Maybe the producers are though.
The director was like a Ally McBeal director. Yeah,
well, that show got really fucking popular.
Well, she fucked Harrison Ford, right? That's the end game.
Yeah.
End game is you got to marry Harrison Ford.
That was
He had like a gay earring.
Big comeback.
Give him a gay earring, that kind of shit.
Lucy Liu, remember that bitch?
Lucy Liu, gay earring, all that kind of stuff.
The big blonde bull dyke that fucked Ellen. I
Who's
forget
that?
her name. It's like Portia something.
She was not like a blonde. No. She was like the lipstick lesbian. I don't know what you're talking about. You're out of your mind.
No, somebody on Alex McBeal.
As Han's story came to an end in Force Awakens, how did you feel about the ending? Did you feel good about the ending? Do you like the way his story ended up? Did you see that as Han's ending?
What are you talking about? Portia de Rossi's hot, man. I don't know what you're talking about. From
I
Arrested
didn't
Development?
say she wasn't hot. I said she was a big bull dyke.
No, she's not a bull dyke.
Well, she's the man, and no, actually, she's probably not.
No, she was like the hot girl. She was the lipstick lesbian.
Yeah,
Ellen was the bull dyke.
right. Not true.
And I don't think they're even together. I think Portia de Rossi might be with a dude right now.
You know,
She might have finally
you might have faked it.
Yeah, she is. She's married to a guy. That's like
she was a big
hilarious.
fucking fraud. What a fake.
Big fraud. She's totally married to a dude right now. Completely married to a guy.
You know, it's weird because in Arrested Development, she's a big whore, fucking men all the time. So
Yeah, she has a boyfriend right now. That's pretty funny. That's. I guess it just takes Ellen.
Lesbian thing you keep saying.
Well, I think she was the lipstick lesbian, man. That's what she was. She was kind of hot at the
I know, but like, what is that terminology that you? Is that a reference to something?
Yeah, I mean, I remember this. There was always like a dykey kind of lesbian, which is like a butch thing, and then there was the lipstick lesbian. Maybe this, you know what? This might be from Chasing Amy. I might be referencing Kevin Smith, his insightful life lessons there. But yeah, lipstick lesbian is like a hot girl who is in a lesbian relationship. That kind of thing. Like the hot one, the girly girl in the lesbian relationship is the lipstick lesbian.
Right, the feminine one.
I'm gonna search this. I can't be wrong on this. Like lipstick lesbian. I thought this was like a thing. There you go. I'm gonna search. I'm gonna show you this here. I'm gonna share my screen. Lipstick lesbian. This is a thing. A lipstick lesbian is a slang term for a lesbian who exhibits a great amount of feminine gender attributes, such as wearing makeup, being a girly female. The lipstick lesbian. The traditional feminine woman, but in a lesbian relationship. That's what Portia de Rossi was there.
So it would be like if you were gay, but really masculine and like lifted weights all the time, but instead
have
of
a term
being
for
like
that.
a himbo, you take it up the ass.
Yeah, I don't think they have a term for that.
It's
well, maybe we should talk to Doctor Who because he's making all these gay ass black gay.
Do they have some gay alien
Things are-
stuff?
Apparently, they have they're playing into that story. We also saw the first trans character in the last episode. By the way, you know who makes these new Doctor Who TV shows? You know who's producing it and putting out, distributing it to the world? Who do you think? Yep, Disney.
Why are they still doing this shit?
Yeah, it's shocking, man. It's like they're
just
like they're trying to tank everything. And look at this rating, man. Look at this rating here. I saw this on Rotten Tomatoes. This is like one of the episodes that got released recently. Look at this. 32% by the audience right here. These are actually the fans. You know, I don't trust this 100% audience rating. Come on. That's how this is the bought and sold like rating, and this is like the real rating right there. And the Christmas episodes, which came out
another white defensive back.
Oh my god, that's a rarity. I thought they were extinct. It's like a fucking velociraptor getting drafted.
Maybe Jason Sehorn had some kids that we don't know about.
Jesus Christ, man! Every time I look over at the Rangers, they're on a power play or a penalty kill. I'm serious. I'm looking over right now. They're Washington's on a power play. It's like every time I watch them.
Score?
3-1 Rangers.
Who cares?
No, but I mean, like every fucking time they're on a fucking penalty. It's insane.
You'll be like winning 5-0 and find something to complain about.
Yeah, I mean, get your brooms out in Washington. By the way, that's all I'm gonna say. Get your brooms out for the Rangers. Get those. Get your Hebrew brooms out for the New York Rangers.
You gotta
the jewelers market.
Sweep those tunnels clean.
Oh yeah, get that tunnel clear for those Hebrews. They're gonna come through with the bris, maybe some nice
Do you ever have matzo bread?
Yeah, it's not good. You ever matzo balls? They're terrible.
No.
Terrible.
No. Yeah, I've had matzo balls. Yeah,
I think honestly, I've had Jewish food. It's like the worst food. Like they're
when I worked in the kosher deli,
terrible food.
Awful because
the plainest food ever.
We'd have like food to eat, just like for free. Not for free, like we should have been eating it, but it was like a bunch of shit I never wanted to eat. Like
I mean, I've had like
mayonnaise, man. Those motherfuckers bathe in it.
No, I mean, or even like potato pancakes. It's just
the
plainest, unspiced food, no spices, like no salt. It's like the worst shit ever.
The worst shit we sold was gefilte fish, which came in these like cube blocks of like foam. It was so disgusting.
No, as soon as I saw matzah, I knew I was pro Palestine. As soon as I saw matzah, I was like, all right, I'm pro Palestine. I'm pro Hamas as soon as I saw matzah. There we go. Nukati, Gatwa. The Christmas specials were all time low. You don't agree? You like matzah?
Who are you talking to?
Talking to you. Are you a matzah fan? No.
Matzah?
Matzah.
I don't know. It's pretty dry.
Manischewitz.
It's pretty dry. You gotta put some like butter on it or something.
Yeah, and this Doctor Who guy has blamed the fans, which is that's the best thing. That's what people do these days. They blame the fans. I think that's always a smart move, right? Bite the hand that feeds you, right? That's smart. Got was message to the naysayers. Don't watch it. Turn off the TV. Go touch grass. Love it. You need to go touch grass. Have you heard that term?
Yeah, it's a term in fantasy football.
Touch grass.
Where film guys say to Excel sheet virgins, it's like you don't know shit. You haven't seen this guy play. You're just looking at the numbers, and you need to go outside and like walk around because you've been sitting at a desk all day.
Yeah, and he also said, I feel like anyone who has a problem with this, all right, here's what he said. I feel like anyone has a problem with someone who's not a straight white male playing this character. You're not really a truly fan of the show. So this, by the way, is a show that's from, when did Doctor Who's from the 60s, right? Isn't it from the 60s?
It might be even before that.
I thought it's like, I mean, it's early. It's 63. You know, so like, all right, 63.
Yo, this rickshaw guy is ghetto as fuck.
Oh, I'm watching the Rangers game. I've got the draft turned off. But
it's over, man. They're going to win the series. Like, I don't know why you guys are freaking out about anything. It's a done deal.
Yeah, I mean, most likely.
You need to be worried about whoever they get next round.
Doctor Who, by the way, has been on TV for 61 years. 61 years. And this guy is saying, if you don't want to see a gay black fucking Doctor Who, then you're not a fan of Doctor Who, which has been on for 61 years, where, God, I don't want to say this, but pre-civil rights, we had Doctor Who. So there was no gay black Doctor Who back then. You know, better or worse? Probably worse. Probably worse. I mean, depends who you talk to. I mean, you go down south, maybe they don't agree. I don't know. Oh, you got an offensive tackle for the Ravens. They're going to block for Lamar Jackson, huh?
Yeah.
Can you even trust these people in the third round? Come on. You can't even trust this. Is this third round or second round still?
It's second.
I don't trust it. This guy's not going to start. Rosengarten? Jesus. Fucking talk about Barbara Streisand over there.
From that baseball movie where his arm fucks up and then he can throw really fast.
I mean, the Washington man is having a run here. All these Washington players are getting picked.
With Gary Busey's in that movie. He plays like some Roger Clemens ripoff.
The Rocket.
Yeah, the Rocket.
And Rookie of the Year.
Yeah. That movie's fucking good.
Yeah, that's a fan favorite of the 90s youth.
That kid was in American Pie.
American Pie. A kid in
Kid Arthur's Court.
A kid in Arthur's Court.
Time.
Which was a book. It was a book from the kid in Connecticut's court. That was a Connecticut kid in King Arthur's Court was the name of the book. I remember the book. I think I read the book as a kid, as a youth. Like, yeah, there you go.
I'm retarded?
Knock those together. No.
Holy shit! Oh.
Oof. Gotta get that retard clips in there, right?
Yeah, this motherfucker's drinking glass.
Dude, they're having a fun time, man. Right? As Shane Gillis said, they're living it up. They are living better lives than us. You know.
Yeah, did we have another montage of like Downs guys hanging out with models and them like getting free Copperfields because they don't want to say anything?
No. I would like to get that clip though. That sounds awesome.
You don't remember you were talking about that show of all these
the specials. The specials.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that show. I watched it all, man. Watch the specials, man.
Yeah, they go on like these charity events. Oh no, it was Shane Gillis talking about how like they go on these charity events and they're like rubbing up on these like hot women who are there to, you know, like do some charity thing.
Oh, one thing I saw recently that I liked and it was I thought this was funny. This is a hometown hero idol when I was a youth. Here you go.
Is it?
Hey, what's up? It's Steve. Come to the Broken Skull Ranch. I'm over here hanging out with Poncho. This little motherfucker. You gonna leave me again, fucker? Ponchy, come here.
Totally
Poncho.
gay people. You're totally right, Boomer. Totally
Poncho.
gay.
God damn it. I've been holding that cat for 20 fucking minutes. And now break out the iPhone to make a video for Instagram and he don't want no part of it. Poncho.
Well, hold on. What was the comment?
God damn it.
I was so confused by it.
Poncho, don't leave me. That motherfucker's the best.
It's not even it's not a Twitch comment because I
don't know what this is. It was a Boomer Jilston. I thought this stream was gay. Sorry, I saw gay and I was like, yes, more gay people. Yeah,
I mean, we did go into a kind of gay
fucking
tangent,
Zegler,
but it was more about hot lesbian women.
Yeah, we're talking about Portia de Rossi. She's a lipstick.
Oh no, it's because you were talking about the gay Doctor Who guy.
Ah, the gay Doctor
Who guy. You gotta.
That's right.
You gotta pick your thumbnails wisely.
We were talking about the gay Doctor Who.
Yeah, so this guy probably all got wetted up and thought he was gonna get like some big, freak
BBC kind of thing.
How,
yeah. Getting cuckolded out by Minnie Kaling. Wrestling's is it? I guess.
Yeah, it's guys in like Speedos, all like lathered up in oil, rubbing around, like pretty much like play fighting before they fuck.
Or is it a vendetta against their rival? I don't know. I don't know about that. I think it depends on the wrestler, man. You think Mankind is gay?
I don't know. I'd say in like football and wrestling, there's all this latent homosexuality of like hyper masculinity.
No, Boomer was just trying to find gays
in a pile of muscle. Oh shit! I'm seeing the Doctor Who trailer now.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, there you go. We're talking about Doctor Who, Boomer. So that's as gay as you can get.
Really
that's as gay as you can. We're going to talk about Minnie Kaling. That's also gay.
And the bitch in this show looks so bland and unattractive.
And you know what, man? I don't care if anyone's gay. That's all cool. It's all cool with me.
I don't care unless they're like trying to rape me.
I've never been like around gay culture, so I don't have any clue.
You never been tried? I got tried a couple times.
I've never been around any gay culture, so I have no.
But then again, Philly is Philadelphia freedom,
Yeah, brotherly love.
Do you remember? I don't know if you're.
I have no issue with that
show. And this guy was like trying to dance with me and stuff, and I was just like, just leave me alone, please.
Yeah, no, I've never. I don't know. I'm not. I've never gotten
Which
that.
Is interesting,
I would only be. That's a good thing, right? It's like being called attractive, so I would never feel bad about that. But hey, it's a good thing, right? For them. I don't know. For you, I don't know. A little ego boost, right? Velma
really.
season 2.
That's not the audience I'm trying to cater to.
Well,
I'm trying to get BBWs.
Trying to get BBWs. Well, Boomer says, honestly, gay culture is a little extra, but it's fun. It seems fun. Seems like you guys are having a good time. It's like a
good time, but
it's like the Down syndrome people. They're having a good time, just like the gays, right? They're all having a good time. Minnie Kaling's having a good time, right? She talked about Velma. This is the craziest thing, man. Velma just got released yesterday, and I was looking at HBO Max's Twitter. They have not talked about this once. They haven't mentioned like. I'm gonna refresh this page just to make sure I'm not like crazy, but they haven't even mentioned.
It's probably gonna get the Willow treatment.
Well, that's the funny thing is they're not doing that. You'd think they'd just like cancel it. Look at this. It's April 25th. No mention of this. That's a fucking month ago. Well, no, that's a day ago. But no mention of Velma at all. No mention of this. And yeah, we're dealing with one of the worst series I've ever seen. Honestly, it would matter what race they are, but if the show is actually good, it wouldn't matter. Yeah, no, that's the case, man, with all these things. Yeah, it doesn't matter, man. Like House of Dragon, man, was a great example of that.
No. What's that?
Didn't matter.
That anime show that you were really into.
Anime show. One Piece?
Yeah.
Yeah, One Piece was really good. Really good.
Right, that didn't matter. No,
I think you just make a good, fun show, man. I don't care what you're trying to do. Like same thing with House of Dragon. Like, they had race swapping and other crap, but the show was good. I didn't give a shit if they did that or not. Make good content. I don't care. I mean, even like I like indie movies. I like the indie film scene. There's tons.
There's tell though when like it's forced in, opposed to when it's just naturally kind of happening.
And I mean, with indie movies, there's tons of, especially going back, 90s, late 90s, early 2000s, there's tons of gay stuff included in that. And it's not, like, that's not bad. Just make something good. Just makes a good piece of content.
I like Brokeback Mountain. I think it's a good movie.
I wish the Boomer says, I wish I could watch One Piece. It would take 15 years to watch all the seasons. Yeah, I mean, I tried to watch some of the old anime. I'm just not an anime fan. I don't.
No, not One Piece, the anime, the like live action version.
Well, there's only one season of that, but there's like 15 years worth of anime content.
Yeah, I can't handle it. It's like The Wire. It's like people tell me
how
great the fucking Wire is. I don't have 2 months of my life to dedicate to that shit.
The anime isn't bad. Like, I watched it and I was like, okay, it's okay, but it's just still like that is a lot of shit to go through. It's not bad though.
So, Boomer, you're a gay anime fan. Are there any? Do you like Cowboy Bebop? Because that's kind of in that pipeline.
He could be joking too. I don't know. We'll see. But
yeah, we get trolled every now and then.
We get some trolls. We appreciate a troll.
It's not
I
hard
appreciate
to troll
a
a
good troll.
right-wing boomer.
I'll feed a troll. Yeah, he watches the live, but I don't want to watch the anime one. I started watching some of the anime one. It is the anime first season is very on par to what they actually did in the live action one. It is like following it to a T. So it's actually interesting with the live action one. Are they actually going to do 20 years worth of content? Kind of doubt it, but
The
I don't know.
49ers all have that curved computer monitor that you have.
Yeah, that wasn't my choice. I think I just got it. I don't mind it.
Is there like some optical illusion that makes it better than flat?
Like I'm seeing it now, like, and I'm in the dark right here.
Like some kind of depth perception thing?
He says, I watched Cowboy Bebop, and no, I'm actually gay. Wish I wasn't, but that's, I guess, my reality. Yeah, well, hey, it's all good. It's your reality.
Who's your top five of like men you would want to fuck?
Is it
like Hugh Jackman, Chris Hemsworth?
No, it's probably the guy from The Smiths, right? Isn't it Morrissey? Isn't it always Morrissey? Isn't that the number one guy, Morrissey?
It's not like people in the 80s.
I think Morrissey is probably his. Robert Smith and Morrissey got to be the top one or two, right?
It's kind of interesting.
Chaz Bono.
There's a lot of goth emo people in the Spanish community. They really relate to that type of music and.
Well, it's outsiders, man. I think it's outsiders that relate to gothic music.
Oh, it makes sense because like they're all into like the Day of the Dead, and that's like really gothic.
The movie?
No,
really.
Don't they have a holiday that's all about like putting on masks and going on this like weird parade?
Dios los Muertos or something like that, right?
Day
of the Dead. Dios los Muertos.
Yeah, that Desperado movie with Antonio Banderas and Selma Hayek and Johnny Depp. That movie's pretty good. I always kind of like that.
Yeah, that series is good. El Mariachi started that off.
Yeah, the first one's really
shot on VHS.
This is part where the guy gets like his leg imploded with like a compound fracture and the bone pops out. Oh, the Jets are picking now. Let's see what these clown fucking idiots do.
Well, that's a clown teen. Yeah, Velma, 1.6 out of 10. Oh my god. Terrible.
Wait,
terrible.
Do gay men ever get attracted to bull dykey women?
Like Chaz Bono.
Because then is that even gay?
So that's a confusing thing. Is that even gay? Yeah. No, I don't know.
Yeah, like is a bull dyke with a strap on?
I assume they're all attracted to Timothy Chalamet. That's what I would say.
No, I
America's
like gay men were more into like hyper masculinated stuff than the like femme.
That's the thing. Are they into Chalamet or are they into Chris Hemsworth? Right? That's the.
You want a waif or you want a waff?
That's the question. Waif? Yeah, exactly.
And you know what would be fucked up? It's like you picture Chris Chris Hemsworth is like this big like Chad.
I guess that's the thing.
What if he actually has like a micro penis? You know,
I guess
like,
it depends if you wanna
Chris
fuck the guy
Hemsworth
or
only
the
has
guy,
like
right?
a 3-inch penis. Hard.
He's got a micro cock. Yeah.
Yeah.
Micro
Like, do women just give him a pass on that?
I bet you they would. Honestly, I bet you that if it's Chris, yeah, I'm sure so. I'm sure so. Although I kind of think, I think that's kind of
They probably have implants at that point, like they have.
Here you go. This answers our question. He says he's honestly attracted to lesbians sometimes, and sometimes that confuses my sexuality.
Yeah, that does
seem confusing because.
Well, I mean, that would kind of be like a straight man falling for a really attractive fake trans woman, like that. Hunter,
that's also kind of
Hunter Bishop.
Yeah,
or whatever
I agree with what they're talking about. That's also
from,
kind of interesting. Yeah, that's the whole thing.
What the fuck is that show?
I mean, there are like what is it? Like that what is it? I know from her name is Blair White. She's on Alex Jones and shit. She's been on conspiracy shit. She's an attractive woman.
Or like Hunter
I don't know.
Schafer
She's attractive, but she is a trans woman. So it's that is very confusing. But I don't know if she has.
Hunter Schafer from Euphoria. I honestly did not know was trans for a good amount of time.
Or even the Hunter Schafer from I don't know who that is.
It's like a blonde guy woman.
Right, exactly. I'm looking at this now. She looks like an attractive woman. Yeah.
And,
that is confusing.
The way like they
at that point though,
pushing up their breasts, it looks like they're.
That's the thing,
more
man.
real than
if you didn't know any of the background, you just saw this person, you'd think they're a girl. So is that
even gay at that point?
That's confusing. I guess
Until
that's
they get their cock out, and then it's like
that
okay,
is
what am I gonna
the
do?
world we live in. That's the world we live in. Yeah, it's like that's the thing. That's the confusing part right there. Yeah.
But that's not even though.
Well, it's just like I don't know.
Like identity politics and stuff. When you get tricked.
Are you tricked? Really?
Yeah, maybe you were always gay. And you just
or even
know it because
I think you should leave, girl. I thought she was attractive, and she's trans.
Who's that?
Let me see.
Yeah, I gotta see a photo. I mean,
let me show a clip.
Honestly, if like Alexandra Daddario like whipped out her cock right now, I'd probably still do it.
Here you go. Like this girl, I didn't know was trans. In this clip here, and she is.
Do you have what it takes to make a deal with?
Hold on, let me go to this. Hold on. God, it's someone filming on a fucking phone too. Of course, no one can get an actual real clip these days. They have to film on a fucking phone.
I prefer the Kramer.
The Capital Room. Entrepreneurs from around the world have one chance to see if they can secure the capital from our star investors. The moguls invest their own money at their own discretion on The Capital Room.
I turned my parents' struggling dry cleaning and clothes repair business into a fashion empire.
I started in the mailroom and made my way to the head of the boardroom.
I started out with a sunglass stand in a mall. Now you can find Tabito frames in every major city in the world.
I sued the city because I was accidentally sewed into the pants of the Big Charlie Brown at the Thanksgiving Day parade. I made all my money off the Big Charlie Brown, so don't even come and try and tell me any crap. I don't want that.
Business isn't a game for me.
Well, that's interesting.
You don't really see like a big Adam's apple protruding.
No, she seems pretty feminine, but well, Boomer says this is interesting. This is an interesting thing here. He says, I'm not. It makes sense if straight men are attracted to trans women because I'm not attracted to trans women. That's interesting. So that is kind of strange. Because I mean, the thing is this: they're taking hormones, they're maybe even getting plastic surgery, whatever, to look like women. So they do appear as a woman. So,
Boomer, what would you do if
it's a very interesting kind of thing,
They just didn't have anything at all. They were just like a
just had
doll
a
with like a patch of skin. What would you do at that point? Just like suck their skin patch?
Well, maybe to get like a dildo involved, right? You could always do that.
There's no orifice. It's just like blank.
There's always an orifice.
Well, yeah. Honestly, you gotta shit and piss some way or another.
You gotta speak.
They probably have like a catheter or something. Yeah.
There's always something. There's always something. You'll find a way.
Their mouth, or like say they're missing an eye.
Says he'd probably leave. This is interesting.
Yeah. I'll probably.
Maybe we probably would all.
I probably would be like so freaked out and confused that I just would vomit. Or that whole like crying in the shower sequence where Ace Ventura realized he just kissed Ray Finkel.
Yeah, but again, she was like that is the thing. Like what he's talking about. It's like there's some truth to this.
The actress that played her was in Blade Runner. She
if it looks
the robot.
If it, I mean, it's a confusing thing right there. I get it. I guess I don't know. I always. It's funny that actress, by the way, got like
Robin Young.
Yeah, she like apparently from doing that movie, like everyone thought she was trans, so she didn't get parts after it.
Well, no,
because everyone's like,
I saw that she got blacklisted because she showed up really plastered to an award show and like said a bunch of fucked up rude shit to people, and everyone hated her.
I'm gonna prove my point here with Boomer. I'm gonna show you a fan of the show, big well, we're a fan of this person.
Chaz Bono?
Yeah, Mr. Chaz Bono. Let's see this. Are you attracted to Chaz Bono, Boomer? This is a question. This is a test. Are you
trans test
to Chaz Bono? Here you go.
Really
I'm not saying anything
do
about
respect you, Drana. Whoa. What? Whoa. Joey. Larry.
Yikes. I mean, I support your transitioning, but you gave yourself quite a large penis there.
Following the Funkhauser tradition of penises.
Can you handle something like that? That's enormous.
It is, yeah.
But I mean, it seems like a lot to lug around.
No, it isn't, actually.
You've tried it out on some dames?
I had no complaints about it.
No complaints.
No complaints.
Okay. All right. Enjoy your big penis.
I am.
And, go to town with it.
Thank you, Larry.
Hey.
That's the question right there.
Made with.
So are you attracted to Chaz Bono? Are you attracted to
Really,
Chaz Bono?
we're doing like a weird ad read or something.
That is a
Really?
woman.
Wow.
That's a woman.
That looks
right
very
there.
manly. Shit.
Born as a woman, transitioned to a male. Are you attracted to them? That's the question. Probably has a vagina. Probably still has a
Maybe you and
vagina.
Boomer should link up.
Maybe big clit. I don't know. I feel like I'm like Howard Stern here. Talking about this. Has Chaz Bono been on?
Honestly, like he is a huge influence on everything we do.
Yeah. Oh yeah, of course. Oh yeah.
I remember
everything.
I don't know if it was like MTV or what.
Back then,
when we used to
it was
watch
E channel.
Yeah, like that was when TiVo first came out. Like we just
that was because
pretty much
Tom had
mainlined
TiVo.
that shit.
I didn't have TiVo.
24/7.
None of us had TiVo. Tom had TiVo.
No, I know, but like that, like we
He
watched
got
it like all
that was
the
like
time, nonstop. It was
well, like
fucking-
TiVo was like DVR before DVR.
yeah, it was. It was just DVR.
It was rich person's DVR in like the early 2000s.
Very rich.
Like there was no DVR at the time. You had to have TiVo. Which is it's funny. TiVo is the inspiration of DVR.
You also had like every
You realize
console known to man, whether you even played them or not. They're just like lying around in a drawer.
Yeah. But Boomer, Chaz Bono, yes or no? I would hope yes.
They already said yes.
Oh, he said yes. Yes, I'm attracted to them. They look very manly. Okay, I see it. Yes. Okay, they do look manly. Yes. That's Cher's son. That's Sonny Bono and Cher's son.
Daughter.
Oh no, daughter. I'm sorry.
But now they have a huge fake penis.
They might. I think that's just for the show, though. They probably still have a vagina.
I don't know. honestly, if I'm getting a fake penis, I'm going all out. This thing's gonna be a foot.
You don't think that this person? I think Chaz Bono still has a vagina.
Maybe it's just underneath it.
I don't know. I don't know how that would work.
And wait, hold on. When they do that, do they bother them to make fake balls too, or you just
what
want
the fuck
chat?
do you do? You sew it up? I don't think you could sew it up. Like, what the fuck do you do?
And
that's
does
the
it
question
release
there.
semen?
Like that is
there
the part.
Like some like fake semen pouch that you have to put like on your side, and when you're about to come, you just squeeze it real quick.
Like, how do you go from female to male? Like, I get male to a female a little bit more because there's a removal process, right? There's a removal process, and that's, I get that. But how do you go from a male to a female?
Would you ever think about that?
Is it
Like
just
they
the
install
look?
like a little
just the
pouch
act?
of like fake cum that you put around like on like a utility belt, and when you're about
it's
to
like a
fake
super
orgasm,
soaker.
you just squeeze the
It's like a super soaker
the
pouch,
nozzle
right?
real quick. Yeah, like it,
Yeah.
like say like
Yeah.
you're
You get like a little ball.
car blood or something coming out somebody's neck.
You like
or
hook
some
it up
shit.
to your stomach or something. I don't know. Got a little notch down
It's
there.
funny. I
to, like,
remember
spray.
Louis C.K. had a joke where he thought that his friend was saying that he was ejaculating, but he wasn't getting
Rangers
a lot of
won.
semen. So he thought if he drank a lot of milk, he would be able to come more. Like he would produce more semen if he drank more milk.
Well, speaking of this homosexual culture, the Rangers just won their third game right here, so they're up 3-0 here in the
Is that
series.
it?
Yeah, no, they got one more game.
You have to win 4? I thought it was 3.
You got to win 4. It's best out of 7. Best out of 7,
The
I
Giants,
thought was 4.
By the way, they pick in 2 picks.
Oh, they picking 2 out. Cool. Well,
yeah, I'll be right back. I gotta get some water.
I bet. After all this Chaz Bono talk,
I'm gonna go jerk off in the toilet real quick.
You need to parch the throat. You need to jerk off. You need to figure out how you're gonna live your life after this. You never know.
Yeah, you could be trans and just not know it. And it's like with allergies. Like,
yeah,
I had horrible allergies growing up.
But you know what, man?
Now they don't even bother me. All this pollen, I'm just snorting it on the hood of my car.
That's the thing, man. I wouldn't consider myself a left-wing person, but hey, you want to fucking do what you do? Like, that's the thing is, you want to do whatever the fuck you do. I don't give a shit as long as you're not hurting anybody else, or that's fine with me. That's what it used to be. It used to be like, snorting pollen. Yeah, it used to be like that with politics, even on the right side. It used to be like, like, don't worry about what the fuck I'm doing. I won't worry about the fuck you're doing. And now it's been, that's interjected the world. That's how I feel. I don't give a fuck what the fuck you do as long as you're not hurting someone or children or whatever. Which I think a lot of this trans culture has gotten thrown into that, and I kind of don't buy it. I think this is such a small minority. I'm sure they're not really part of the hurting children part. I think a lot of people like to, over exaggerate, they talk about like, oh, there's drag queen shows that are fucking children's show, or, that kind of shit. Like, I doubt it. I don't give a shit what you do. I really don't. That's like, I don't care what you do. Go nuts. As long as you're not killing somebody, go nuts. That's the truth of life right there. Go nuts. You want to do, you want to do a bunch of ketamine and, fuck Chaz Bono? Go nuts. Fuck him however you want. For her, whatever. Yeah. Yeah. I agree. Yeah, but so Boomer, I'm assuming you're voting for Trump, right? Big Trump guy probably over there. Is that Trump is number one for that. Gays for Trump, right? Boomer, you gay for Trump. Trump's masculine, right? You'd probably want to be around the peak masculinity, like Mr. Donald, right? Peak masculinity. No. Oh wow! All right. Wow. Boomer. Oh man, I respect you even more. I'm not voting too. Let's be silly though and act like our votes count. Let's be silly. I'll be silly and act like our votes count. Honestly, I was kind of that's funny to say that. I always thought he was goofy. I always thought he was a very goofy looking person. So that's funny to hear someone say that. Like I always thought he was very goofy. Because I remember him, and I mean he was in fucking Home Alone 2.
I remember him from Home Alone 2.
Yeah, so I remember like that's the first time I think I saw him. Was then. What was that? 1991.
He also had a cameo in Wall Street.
He probably did. That would make sense. All right, Home Alone 2 was 92. So how old were we?
The Giants are on the clock.
We're 5 years old during Home Alone 2. I got to switch over to the draft here.
Speaking of latent homosexual stuff, a lot of people say sports are just those daytime stories where it's like all drama fests and stuff. Yeah. It's like soap operas for men.
Well, I mean, I'm just like in shock that no one talks about this. It's just, I think about it. I honestly think about this daily, the whole voting thing. We don't determine the president. You can look it up. This is a constitutional thing. I'm not crazy here. Look up the Constitution. You can go read it. We have electoral votes that determine the president. So our votes do not matter.
Those don't matter either. Come on.
No, they do. I mean,
determined by a bunch of fucking owl fuckers in the middle of the woods.
Well, that's the thing. Oh, the superb owl, the Super Bowl, right? The superb owl. But yeah, the Baphomet, the Moloch. But yeah.
Hopefully, there's some fucking defensive backs left or something.
Yeah, our votes don't matter. We have electoral college. There's depends on your state how many you actually have.
That shit doesn't matter either. Come on.
I mean, again, those picks are determined. Like the electoral college is actually picked from the two parties. So yeah, they don't matter either. So it's just I don't know.
None of it does. It's all just
let's be silly.
Trick they play on the people thinking that they matter in the world.
Let's be silly and pretend that they matter, right? That's what everyone seems to do, right? Everyone's pretending to be silly.
Impact anything.
We're all silly. We'll act like our picks, our votes matter, right? That's America right there. Let's be silly and act like things matter, like not like it's predetermined, not like determined by a certain. What's Tiki gonna do? The 70th pick overall in the third round of the 2024 NFL Draft,
the New York Giants select quarterback. Let's fucking go.
Quarterback?
Corner.
Oh, okay, good. I thought they said quarterback. I was like, oh Jesus. Good pick. All right, good. Thank God. But yeah, let's be silly and pretend.
Stone is fucking doing exactly what I want.
Wow, this guy looks like he's 60 years old at 20. Andrew
Good,
Phillips.
That means he's seen some shit.
Oh yeah, he looks like he's been to fucking World War I.
I'm sure
might as well get a mustache
got a
on him.
20-minute monologue about like his whole family burned in the house and he was the only survivor.
I feel like men like football because it gives off an adrenaline rush from watching and playing it. Yeah, have you ever played football? I don't know. Football is I don't know. Football has I still think football is the most interesting sport to watch. I like hockey.
I think it just taps into the inherent violent nature of human beings, where they just want to like kill or be killed. You know, like lizard brain, ape people shit, cavemen.
Yeah, for like 3 seconds at a time.
Cavemen stuff. Yeah.
3 seconds and then it all stops.
I'm sure when you're playing football, there's that moment where somebody's like exposed, they don't see you, and you just can demolish them with like a cheap shot hit.
Yeah, football is very
fun that kind of stuff.
Very fun to play.
It's almost like murdering somebody but not getting in trouble for it.
I mean, I know you've never really Lovitz, you've never really been in a contact sport, right?
I just played like pickup football stuff.
Yeah, but you've never done like a real contact sport, right?
No, I would not call basketball or soccer contact stuff.
No, I played football. I played lacrosse. Yeah, contact sports are the best. I mean, I guess it maybe is just this like it's nice to it is very nice to have a bunch of pads and hit somebody. I guess that is just I don't know. It's hard to explain. Like football is awesome. The best part was that you're able to like hit someone and lay them out. That was the best part, you know. So I totally get the whole.
It is also kind of gay too. You know,
yeah, I mean,
level of like
a
physical
little bit. Not really though.
Contact, you know, like your body rubbing up on them.
It's so brief, man. It's so brief. I mean, wrestling's kind of gay,
especially wrestling.
Like, wrestling's definitely
like
gay.
That spandex shit, and you're rubbing your
I
cock all up and down their leg, trying to.
Yeah, I did wrestling in middle school, and I was like, as soon as I'm in high school, I'm not doing this shit anymore because it's a little too gay. I remember thinking that, but football, not really. You're basically just everyone's in pads and you hit each other for like a second. You're not really like, I don't know. It's different. It's different. Wrestling definitely a little gay.
Professional wrestling's really gay too. It's just a bunch of guys in like bathing suits and spandex.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, yeah. I don't know. I think it's interesting though, man. There's so much money in that. Oh, there's so much money in all these things. There's money in football. There's money in wrestling. It's all this thing. Actually, a lot of wrestlers are football players, so there's a crossover. You know, well, back then. Now they're like, 5 foot fucking nothing wrestlers doing like flips. There definitely were wrestlers that were weird too with that kind of stuff. Yeah, I'm sure there are gay wrestlers, pro wrestlers.
Watching
too.
the draft and talking about like this is like our gayest episode we probably ever had.
This is the gayest episode we've done.
Yeah,
that's fine.
No, actually, the gayest one was the Met Gala that we did.
Yeah, we'll talk about the Met Gala.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah, that's good. I think that happens soon. Yeah, I love to make fun of those outfits.
I'm hearing Jared Leto's going to show up as a giant penis this year.
Here's something really gay. This is some gay pro wrestling. This is Tony Khan. His dad owns the Jaguars. Speaking of football, this was gay as shit and so fake. And this league is like a joke. This AEW is such a joke.
Well, sometimes you have to leave for you to really set in. He's a great boss. He's a great guy, and he's such a giving guy and forgiving guy. So this doesn't shock me. But Jack Perry back on the scene here in All Elite Wrestling. We can only assume that's what that handshake, that embrace meant. Absolutely. Tony smiled. Oh, my God. What the?
How brutal was that shot right there?
Oh, they're trying to do some Stone Cold Vince McMahon thing.
He's trying to be like the next. He's trying to do that whole thing, and here he goes.
What's wrong with him? I don't. The Young Bucks are checking.
So many ponytails. I'm getting dizzy.
Lord Vale. No. What the fuck?
Watch how bad this finishing move is, by the way. These Young Bucks are terrible.
Look how gay this is. His face is right in his asshole and cock and balls.
And just, I don't know, man. I feel like this.
And then
this
his
girl
face
here,
is like they're 69ing.
I feel like this whole brand of wrestling, they get off on how fake everything is.
Oh,
it used to be like,
what is this doing for you as in comparison to the Chaz Bono clip?
Yeah, exactly. That's a good question. Jack Perry, by the way, is what's his name? The guy from 90210. Remember something Perry?
Luke Perry?
Yeah, that's Luke Perry's son right there on the right.
Oh God,
that's Luke Perry's son.
I need some coke money.
Yeah.
No, not this. No.
Oh my God, it's embarrassing. These guys look embarrassed. I don't know. Embarrassed for wrestling. Like, it always used to be gay and kind of funny, but like that was just, I don't know.
They should just grease them up and have them have some like sex pig fight.
Right. Well, I've seen that. I've seen a pig fight, by the way. The Godwin. There was this WWF. They were like a Southern tag team called the Godwin Brothers, and they had a pig. They'd have these pig mud fights. Like,
what was the ECW like when
the
you
funny
saw
thing
it?
is, I don't think any of these guys are gay. That's the funny thing about this. I think they're just,
What was ECW like when you saw it?
like a scumbag fest. ECW is like going to like a rock concert where people are smoking crack in the stands.
Yeah, I actually.
It's not like this. It's
I,
more like just like meth crew. Maybe you tweak out and go see that.
There's someone that I work with that is into wrestling, and I kind of stole your story and said that I went to an ECW match just because I want to see how they react to it.
What'd they say? Were they impressed?
Yeah, no, they just said like they fucking loved ECW and that.
Yeah, every time I
analysis for pussies.
I went to like a height of like I went to something that's like part of wrestling history. That is the truth. Like, it is wrestling history. I slapped RVD's hand in ECW in Philadelphia. It's like that's like
before it got absorbed by the WWF.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, and even like back then, man.
You have any merch?
Also, this is also a very not gay thing with ECW. There was like the Ring Girls, her like they power bombed her and her tits came out on purpose, obviously on purpose. Like, and her tits were out in the fucking like arena. Like it was obviously like like they knew what they're doing. It was like complete scumbag fest. Like kind of like a strip. It was like a strip club crowd that went to that kind of thing
with their kids.
But yeah, with their kids, a bunch of creeps. Like probably doing meth. Definitely like
you're lucky
drinking.
you didn't get kidnapped.
No, I mean I've heard horror stories about like really bad things about that arena. Like really were. It's actually like pretty bad. I've heard like about like stories at that time, like kids that would get like beat up by the fucking fans, like 13-year-old kids that would just get beat up because they thought it was funny. So we were lucky. Yeah, that was the thing. What's up, Dan Cast? Haven't seen Dan Cast in quite a bit. Talking about a bunch of gay shit.
Well, and Zegler.
All the wrestling girls. Yeah. That's a thing too, man. You see these wrestling fans, they have like
like Sable or well, China wasn't really very attractive. She was like a
it sounds about right.
Freak she-male.
We're talking about Rachel Zegler
sex tape that came out with her and X-Pac from G Generation.
Yeah, sure. It's called One Night in China. Sure, I've seen it. Of course. Was
she trans?
No, she was like a. No, she wasn't trans. I've seen her naked. She's got a vagina. She was totally steroided up. She's got a huge clit.
Yeah, I've heard that it's like a side effect. It's like a clit thumb.
Yeah. She's
I bet Dan's got a thumb clip.
She has a porno with You ever see Joe Bob Briggs? You know about Joe Bob Briggs? The Joe Bob Briggs. You know about that? He's like a horror. He's like a horror critic, movie, TV guy. He has a show called The Last Drive-Thru, and he's got the male girl who's like a porn star girl. She's like his sidekick in the show. It's a TV show, by the way. They basically show old horror movies and talk about it like in the breaks.
Like Mystery Science Theater or some shit?
Not like that. Like they'll show the movie, but then during breaks of like commercials, they'll talk about that. But the girl on it is a porno girl, and she was in a porno with China, and I've seen that porno.
Oh, a lesbian porno?
Her name is Diana Prince. And she also, by the way, she also is into wrestling. She's into that AEW wrestling, so it all connects. But yeah, roll of pennies. Yeah,
they're showing the Falcons draft room, and like Arthur Blank is so disconnected from everybody. Like I feel like he's just dumb.
Boomer, not really. It kind of just looked like an unusual vagina. I don't know. No.
look like a pencil?
Yeah, I think he means a dick or something. But no. You could search China. Yeah, I don't know.
It looks like a
each to their own, right?
It looks like a snail's mouth, or a slug. It looks like a snail or slug, or like a mollusk. It looks like a mollusk toe. Did you ever see a mollusk toe?
I mean, this is just what happens, man, when you do steroids.
You turn into a mollusk.
It's the 11th finger, like Dancast is saying.
Shouts out to
Wayne.
Wayne.
The 11th finger. It's like a knuckle, It's like a little knuckle there.
Yeah, Dan's working on his 12th right now.
Yeah, you could research that, Boomer. You could do some extensive research on that. I mean, there's plenty of examples online. On
why do you have the state of New Jersey as your logo?
He's got that. He's got that NJ pride. Speaking of pride.
Well, yeah, we've been speaking on it for the last 3 hours.
Yeah, we've been talking about pride this whole episode. Jesus. And R.I.P. China. She's dead. She's dead now. You don't want to speak ill of the dead. That clit is.
I feel like wrestlers kind of die young.
Dead. They all die young.
They
all have issues, man. They're all either like on drugs or. It's a sad thing, man. They don't usually make it till like over 30 or over like 40 or 30. Like there's a bunch. I could pull it up, man. The premature wrestling deaths. It's incredible. Here you go. I'll pull up a list.
Depress everybody.
There's a whole Wikipedia list on this, which is typical. Yeah, some really good ones here too. Under 30, I don't know the under 20. I don't know Janet Wolf. That's pre my time right here. NWA 1950s. All right, yeah. Don't know her. Chris Von Erich.
18.
Von Erich. We got the Von Erich Iron Claw. Great movie, Iron Claw. Yeah. Go watch Iron Claw. Highly recommend.
Is he still eligible for Oscar stuff?
No, that's all done now.
Oh.
The other Von Erich. There's gonna be multiple Von Erichs on this list. Reed Flair, who was Ric Flair's son, died in 88. Drug overdose. I mean, it's always like a drug overdose or something weird or some kind of like illness that wasn't diagnosed because they didn't want to get it looked into. That kind of shit. Tons of it. Trent Acid, a New Jersey guy right here, drug overdose. I remember him. Trent Acid. Under 40. There's going to be a bunch of under 40s.
Do you remember that guy who his whole gimmick was he would throw up?
Yeah, Draws.
Yeah,
because he was in that he was in the documentary, the Beyond the Mat. Yeah, that dude who killed his own family is Chris Benoit. I'm sure Chris Benoit was under 40. Here's one that sucks, man. Chris Candido, right over here on the right. Great fucking wrestler. Terrible girlfriend. Sunny, remember Sunny? Like the most downloaded AOL girl of 1996 or something. Sunny.
No, I don't know that.
Yeah, the wrestler.
I've never been into female wrestlers. I find them.
She was not a wrestler. She was a ring girl. She was not a wrestler.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Yeah, she was not a wrestler and very attractive. I'll bring up a picture of her.
I like the wrestler a lot. It was cool that Todd Barry had a prominent role.
Yeah, I definitely loved Sunny at the time.
Isn't
she's from New Jersey too? From New Jersey. From New Jersey, he was always pretty like. She's got that snaz. She's got that New Jersey snaz right there.
Is she Jewish?
I think she's Italian or something.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but she was always good.
Yeah, she's looking pretty good.
She was a natural sable. She didn't have anything fake on her.
She looks like a porn star or something.
I think that's sort of what it was. She just looks sort of like an amateur porn star.
Did she ever do porn?
She did later. Yeah. She did later.
Oh, I don't want to see later.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Way later.
Ugh, like some.
She actually she's going to jail now. You don't even want to look like. You don't want to look what she looks like now. That's the best way to say it. Okay. Don't want to see that. But she was great at the time.
Yeah, The Wrestler's a good movie. That was what kind of got Mickey Rourke back in, because for a long time he was he like got into boxing and got his face all fucked up, and then he got really awful plastic surgery done to turn him into like a complete mutant freak monster.
Yeah.
But what was awesome about it is like that part was perfect for him because it just showed he can still fucking act despite looking like a fucking freak show. Like he totally overcame all that shit. But then he kind of fucked it all up for himself because he did the that Iron Man movie, the second one, and he talked so much shit about how they fucking didn't write his character correctly, and he got cut out of the movie and all this shit.
Yeah.
Kind of blackballed himself.
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of. I'm looking at this list, man. There's a bunch of people I remember. Test. I remember this guy, Test. I don't know. He was never a standout, but he was a big guy at the time. He was with There's another hot girl. I forget her name. Very, very famous hot wrestler girl. What was her name? But with Test, that was she was like the ring girl for him. I can't remember who she was. She's a very famous female wrestler now. If I search female wrestler, she'll come up. Trish Stratus. Trish Stratus. You probably remember that name. Remember Trish Stratus?
Vaguely.
Also kind of fake looking. But yeah, Chris Candido from New Jersey, dead. Dead. Also ECW, of course, dead. Big Dick Dudley, a Dudley boy, dead. Kidney failure. Oh yeah, a bunch of that. Owen Hart, dead. Falling from the ceiling, dead.
But how did he actually die? He landed on his neck?
He fell from the ceiling and landed on like the turnbuckle. So he died on it.
Live? Like his death was.
Yeah, I remember when it happened, man. I remember when it happened. It was fucking so crazy. Like,
what do you think was going on?
Well, it was just so confusing because it was like they stopped the broadcast, and then it was like, what the fuck's happening? And then like the Jim Ross guy comes on and says like, yeah, we just had like a tragedy. This guy died, and then let's move on with the show. Then the next match happens. That's the most fucked up thing about that whole night is that they continued the pay-per-view, and people wrestled in the same ring with this dead guy's blood all over it. Like his blood was all over the ring, and they wrestled in that ring.
Well, you know why?
Dead guy's blood.
They would have had to reimburse everybody's tickets and shit.
Right. But wouldn't that have been the right thing to do? With a company that was like making millions of dollars, like hand over fist at the time. This was 1999 or something. It was it was May 1999 when they were like making hand over fist. They terrible, disgusting. You continued the show. Yokozuna didn't make it to 40. Heart attack. He's a sumo wrestler.
He's morbidly obese.
Yeah, wrestlers. Yeah, they are just props. They also never. By the way, these wrestlers did not get none of them had insurance because they're technically gig to gig workers. So those WWF did not pay them health insurance.
Wait, they listed Andy Kaufman, the comedian.
I think he's on here. Yeah, I mean technically a wrestler.
He wrestled women.
One of the greatest. Well, he wrestled the Jerry the King. One of the greatest. That's probably like the best wrestling story of all time. I would say is the Andy Kaufman whole thing.
Yeah, did you ever see the interview where he slaps him?
Yeah, exactly. Yep. No, I love that whole. Whole thing was great.
I think that was Letterman.
It was on Letterman, yeah. And then even
Andy Kaufman is a huge inspiration for like Eric Andre and Tim and Eric. They all cite him as like somebody that I wouldn't say like they like stole his ideas, but I mean you can kind of see like if you like go back to like his live appearance and stuff, you can see the way he acts, and it's like the earlier form of trolling.
Oh yeah. Here's another one. Brian Pillman. I remember him. He was like a big time WCW wrestler, and yeah, he was a good one. He was a good talker. Yeah, he had a big storyline with Stone Cold that kind of got Stone Cold to where Stone Cold was. Is a big, a big point of that is Brian Pillman. That people forget about that.
Yeah, I don't remember this guy at all.
Yeah, he was kind of like a grunge kind of guy. Yeah, that's the funny thing, man, about this. Like,
was he doing heroin?
Oh yeah, yeah, big time.
Really?
He was an yeah. Oh yeah, man. Like ECW wrestlers were doing everything. Like,
No,
I mean,
did they work that into the storyline? Well, Wendy's.
No, they didn't work in the storyline, but there's a part where, like,
Wendy's has a new dreamsicle Frosty.
Really? Are you gonna get it?
I kind of fuck with an Orange Julius. Did you ever have that
at the mall? No, I never.
No, on the boardwalk. Yeah, you had that shit. We had them in Virginia.
I don't live in. I live in Montana. I don't deal with the East Coast. What are you talking about?
I never wanted to try it because Modest Mouse had a song that referenced.
Yeah, they talk about Orange Julius. What else we got here? Any other standouts? Umaga. I've heard that name. He's another Samoan wrestler, part of that Rock family.
Mayavias.
He's one of those Mayavias. Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah, the CG in
God, all these people.
The second Mummy movie with the Scorpion King is so fucking bad. I don't know if you ever seen it.
Oh, I've seen it, man.
It's so weird and terrible.
I never saw. You know what? I don't think I ever saw the Scorpion King movie.
No, I'm not talking about the Scorpion King movie. I'm talking about the second Mummy movie with him as the Scorpion King, where he's it's like the Rock's body.
On like a little scorpion thing, right? Yeah, I think I've seen that. It's like a CG
scorpion's
thing.
Body, and it's fucking terrible.
I've seen
really
that.
some of the worst CG I've ever seen.
My favorite part about the Mummy is when Benny meets the Mummy. Here you go. I got the clip.
My favorite part is just Rachel Weisz.
My favorite. Well, yeah, but I always like this part because it's always like, to me, this is like modern life right here. This is the world you gotta live in. You gotta have all.
May the good Lord protect and watch over me as a shepherd watches over his flock.
Get out the Zoroastrian. And then you get out that Hebrew Star David.
Yeah, I remember watching the movie. That sequence was so just like odd and out of place. You know, I felt like something else was going on.
Yeah, I mean, they're making fun of it. I think it was like a little over our heads because when was The Mummy? 97 or something?
I think it was 97, yeah. So we wouldn't have been.
It was 99.
Much.
99. We were 12. 12-year-olds. Good time, right? That was pre 9/11. Brendan Fraser was a thing. Pre The Whale.
What was the movie he did with
Blast from the Past?
Christopher Walken and
Blast from the Past.
Silverstone. Yeah.
I knew where you're going. Knew where you're going right before you said it. How many other Brendan Fraser movies are there?
Bedazzled.
Encino Man.
Bedazzled really
Monkey
creeped
Bone.
me out.
Monkey Bone. Chris Kattan.
Oh yeah, Monkey Bone. Yeah, fuck man. Yeah, but Bedazzled. There's this like
that That's some gay shit right there, Monkey
where
Bone.
he plays like a Spanish drug cartel
Airheads?
guy, and they give him this like really awful fake nose.
Airheads, man, I love Airheads.
Yeah, Airheads with
Slopcore, where he's talking about
and Adam
Slopcore,
Sandler,
where he plays Slopcore, that like slop metal or something. That's the name of their. That's the genre that they play.
No, they're
power
like
slop.
thrash metal.
I think it's called. No, he says it's like we're power slop. Remember, that's the term he uses.
Yeah, but then they play at the end, and they're just like a shitty.
Oh, you know the name of the band, right?
Rip-off.
Remember the name of the band?
The Lone Bandits.
You're close.
Something.
The Lone Rangers.
Yeah, because they put like all these stupid masks.
It should be a solo
mask on.
It should be singular, but they went plural with the Lone Rangers. The Lone Ranger, they went plural. That's a plot that's a little plot piece.
And I like that they got
Michael
the guy
Richards
from Spinal Tap to play the VJ.
And you have Michael Richards in like the Air Ducts.
No, the guy who played the VJ who was.
I know. But Michael Richards is like a spy, and he's in the Air Ducts, like crawling around.
Yeah,
remember that?
And then the girl that this is the sequence where like Adam Sandler fucks this girl on a couch.
Yeah, that was like that was kind of when, Adam Sandler was kind of cool.
Well, before he became like such a fucking whore.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll get a Dunkaccino every other day of the week. Do we still have that clip?
I don't think we have the. No, that's another one that always gets flagged. I can't play that.
Yeah,
I can't play that thing because it always just gets flagged. But let's see this.
The Lone Rangers? That's original. How can you pluralize the Lone Ranger? What's wrong with that? Well, there's three of you. You're not exactly lone. Shouldn't you be the three Rangers? No idea what you're saying right now.
There you go.
Yeah, it's kind of an oxymoron.
Yeah, he's right. He's right. And that was another guy who was always in things at the 90s. I don't know who that actor is, but he was always in things. You know what I'm talking about?
In, that Baby's Day Out movie.
That's right.
Which is like, what the fuck is the plot of that movie? Like a baby just gets lost, and then
that's another one.
Guys are like trying to fuck it or something.
That's like a movie that I know Red Letter Media would talk about all the time because they have the Baby Bink like replica doll. Yeah, that's a big part of their mythos.
It's like some Lindbergh baby thing.
I honestly have to say I always liked the song in Airheads.
What song? You know what's funny? I saw like a list of people rating their like favorite. Wow, his girlfriend was really hot.
Oh, it was Christina Applegate.
No, it wasn't. It was like a lookalike.
Yeah, it was.
No, it was not. Wow, he's doing way too much. In a prison, man?
Oh, yeah, I remember that joke. Steve Buscemi, too, man.
No, but people were like listening off like their favorite in-movie songs, and one of them was that Matt Damon song in that.
Oh, Johnny Doesn't Know or something?
Yeah,
I remember
Sex
that.
Drive. Yeah.
Not Sex Drive, Euro Trip.
No, it's called Sex Drive.
No, it's Euro Trip. Euro Trip. You're wrong. You're wrong on that. Euro Trip. Euro Trip, Matt Damon.
Never mind. Sex Drive was on the list.
Yeah,
because they were playing
the
band when they went to the Rumspringa thing with all the Amish people.
Yeah, that was definitely something else. Yeah, Scotty Doesn't Know.
We'll play a little song for you about the nastiest.
This is like a meme.
Freakiest little sex puppet
Why
I know.
Like a skinhead though.
Fiona.
I think it was like a punk thing at the time. Is that who I think it is? Is that the girl from G4?
This one's for you, baby. Happy anniversary.
I know from that show Smallville where Superman's in high school.
Isn't that Olivia Munn? Am I crazy?
No. That's Kristen Kirk.
Okay, I thought it was Olivia Munn. Okay. Oh man, pop punk was so lame.
Yeah, it's like some 41 type shit.
Yuck.
A lot of hair gel.
I'm all about that power slop, like Airheads. Give me some power slop.
No, but look up who is Brendan Fraser's girlfriend in Airheads? Because she's really fucking good.
I thought it was Christine Applegate, but it's like someone who looks like Christine Applegate. Yeah. Oh my god, yeah. She's really good. Amy Locane. Yeah, really good.
She's probably dead.
She was in Crybaby. That's right.
Oh shit.
She's like the girl in Crybaby.
That John Waters movie, yeah.
Yep. Happy birthday, John Waters.
Yeah,
just
he
passed.
pops in that shit.
Happy birthday to the gayest guy of all time. I think he might be gay, John Waters, right?
I thought he was, but
I think he might be.
I think he's just like so weird.
Maybe he's gay. Maybe he's not. I don't know. Probably gay.
Like,
right?
He's kind of like Bradford Cox, where he's just so weird that he's almost like asexual. Yeah, I'm joking, Danny. He's definitely gay. Yeah, he's definitely gay. One of my favorite. Like a pencil thin mustache.
I always liked Serial Mom.
I know, yeah. I've heard you bring this movie up, but I've never seen it.
Oh man, I loved this movie as a kid. I think I'm alone, but I used to me and my sister loved this movie. I have it on VHS. I don't know why we liked it. We loved this movie. I used to watch this over and over.
Look at the birds out there. Listen to their
John
call.
Waters movie.
Oui.
This is my introduction to John Waters.
This is the story of Beverly Sutphin,
Scrambled eggs, anybody?
a devoted mother,
I'm so happy I could chip. You know how I hate the brown word.
a loving wife,
Oh, Matthew Lillard.
Yeah.
Be very quiet.
I'm ready.
Honey, you're hot tonight.
and a suspected murderer.
Oh, kids, are you doing your homework?
How did America's #1 mom turn into one of America's most wanted?
This motherfucker has a beret.
Are you a serial killer? Chip, the only cereal I know anything about is Rice Krispies.
Is she the only one?
Remember Ricky Lake? That's his sister right there.
Yeah,
this is like
pre.
This is pre Ricky Lake having. Oh man, that's how old we are. Do you remember the Ricky Lake show?
Vaguely.
Oh, I do.
The motive.
Leave that damn litter bugger. Give her a happy face.
See, I think that's the thing. Since I had an older sister, I had a little of a, she was into things ahead of us. You know what I mean?
No, it was opposite for me. I was watching,
you were the older one.
Hillary Duff stuff and Sister.
Yeah, I had an older sister, so I had this kind of shit. I liked this movie. I remember always liking it.
Hillary Duff was pretty fucking hot.
Serial Mom and Don't Tell the Mom the babysitter's dead. They all were kind of
that. Yeah, I always like Christina Applegate a lot. I think she still looks probably pretty.
This was the better version though.
Or is there someone else
I'm stood up. I'll kill that jerk.
with an axe to grind?
Oh. No, I'll never get a boyfriend.
Meanwhile, this small Baltimore suburb
Baltimore in
keeps
there.
getting smaller and smaller.
It's been a crazy day, hasn't it?
Savoy Pictures asks the burning question:
Is your wife mental?
Is Beverly Sutphin just a sweet suburban housewife?
I don't know what it is about today, but I feel great. Cookie?
Or is she serial mom?
Cool. Is she in a band?
Kathleen Turner, Sam Waterston, and Ricky Lake. Serial mom. Every woman wants to be wanted. Just not for Murder One.
Beverly, I've read all about this. Is it menopause?
Yeah. This was nice.
Do you remember that movie Pecker?
Oh, of course. That's another. I mean, I'm a big fan of John Waters, so I remember all his shit. Everything post shot like Serial Mom. I remember his stuff. Remember, yeah, of course. And I like Eddie Furlong, even though he's like a fucking nightmare dumpster fire.
Yeah, he's pretty hard to look at.
He's one of those. He was mentioned on that Quiet. It's funny. He was mentioned on that Quiet on Set documentary. They're like talk. Well, they're like the Nickelodeon documentary thing.
Yeah.
They were talking about like child stars gone wrong, and then they show Eddie Furlong smoking a cigarette when he's like fucking 13.
Yeah.
I get it. Like, yeah, but again, good movie. I like Pecker.
You know, I'm surprised Kieran McCulkin made it out alive.
Yeah, I don't think he was famous enough. Yeah, he's clean now. I honestly, man, I like Eddie Furlong. I'm glad he's clean.
What
I heard
convention did he go to?
Yeah, where'd you see him?
Faggots Anonymous?
No. Come on. Eddie Furlong, he's gonna, I don't know. I remember Detroit Rock City, man. That was a good movie too. That's another one, like maybe I was just a pothead. Chiller Theater. Oh, Chiller Theater Con. Oh, cool. Nice, a horror con. Dude, horror cons are always better.
Yeah, remember the one we went to and they had all that Ginger Dead Man and the Evil Bong stuff on I don't think it was even Blu-ray, it was just like DVDs.
That was a Monster Mania. They still have those. Yeah. I haven't been to a Monster Mania in quite a bit.
Have you seen or heard of the Ginger Dead Man or Evil Bong, Dancast? It's like some pretty Z-level stuff.
Well, we have we got one of our favorites. That's the main character in that.
That was real. This is a good mystery. No. Just stand there.
The main character is Gary Busey. He is the Ginger Dead. He's the Ginger Dead thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's the voice of the Ginger Dead Man. Yeah. That's Gary Busey. Paycheck, right? You can't get that black sheep money, right? You can't get the black sheep parts anymore.
The Rams just drafted a running back. Do not draft Kyron Williams. We're not paying up for that shit.
Yeah, Gary Busey was jerking off in public. Yeah. I support that, though. Come on. You got to get that jerk off, right? You're going to be outside. You're going to be at a park. Come on. What else
it's funny. I remember you making a joke about that like a while back.
What are you just going to
say? I was talking about Paul Rubens and Fred Willard.
You're just going to sit at a park bench? Why not jerk off, right? Come on. What do you think you're going to do? You think you're going to hang out?
Bird watch, I guess?
Yeah. Was he going to bird? I don't think Gary Busey is a birder. Are you a birder? I've seen birders. Have you ever seen a birder?
The term doesn't really sound that familiar.
You never heard of a birder?
Like a bird watcher?
They're called birders. Yeah, but have you ever seen a birder in the wild? I've seen birders in the wild. Strange people. They're people that you want to like jerk off in front of. You know, like you'd be comfortable.
Well, yeah, they usually have binoculars.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They wouldn't need a binocular for that. You jerk right off.
Especially if Dan's there, that's the only way his penis will be visible.
Yeah, he says. Dan Cass says how you give off birder vibes. You consider. I love how there's a rivalry with you two.
I wouldn't really call it a rivalry when someone loses all the time.
Oh, okay.
It's more of a dynasty.
Knock those together. No.
Holy shit! The fear of the monsters will keep you in a good balance, walking along the rail.
What else we got here? What else we got here? Yeah, well, you know, birders are kind of fun, man. What's wrong with that? I saw saw a video of all these birds. Like you'd be surprised when you hear when you see like this video of all the birds that are like doing their little chirp, and you'd be like, oh, I fucking heard that noise. It's kind of funny. Like you'd be like, I fucking heard that fucking noise. There's a lot of like annoying birds where you're like, I've heard that fucking terrible annoying sound.
I
And you
think
can
they're just
actually relate
trying
it
to
to a
mate.
bird, and you're like, fuck that bird. You see what bird is making that noise, and you're like, I fucking hate that bird.
Well, they're trying to either mate or like communicate to do something.
Blue jays have a really annoying sound. I know that. It's really awful. Really awful. Blue jays are like the asshole birds. Like the biggest asshole bird is the blue jay. I've seen it too. I've seen it in person. They get in the way of every other bird like an asshole. And they like run up in front of them like an asshole. And then the other bird has to run away. They're the biggest pieces of shit. Blue jays are the biggest piece of shit.
I heard geese are big pricks. They just like dominate territories and fuck everybody out of where they're kind of chilling at, you know?
Yeah, when I do a walk, I see these geese sometimes, and I have to like, I don't make eye contact with the geese. I know, like, I don't want to make eye contact with the geese. I don't want to fuck with the geese. I mean, I don't want to get fucked.
Why?
With,
You're afraid they're going to come at you?
Oh, I'd rather not. I'd rather a goose not come at me. You know, like if I have to deal with a day where a goose comes at me or a day that doesn't, I'd rather choose the day that it doesn't. You know.
Yeah,
right?
blue jays must be very aggressive and
pieces of
territorial or something.
They're really pieces of shit. I saw it happen. I saw them like, and they're pieces of shit to each other. I could probably take a goose. I could take a goose. You know, actually,
If I had a golf club.
You know where we went to high school at. There was a group of people called the Geese Police because we had so many geese in a certain town that they needed the Geese Police.
I did not hear about that.
It was a thing. It was a thing. It was a thing.
So do they get to shoot them or something?
I think they had to shoo them off. You know.
No, not shoot.
No, I think they just shoot them off. I don't think any blue jays were harmed or geese or anything.
Sound like a bunch of cucks.
But yeah, blue jays are fucking assholes. Here you go. I think I got a video of this. Let me show you this. This is a good example. Blue jays are assholes. Let's see if we could spot this. See this asshole over here? Hanging out here? All blue?
Yeah.
Fucking asshole.
He's just hopping around.
Total piece of shit, though. Probably white, you know, hanging out there with like a white suit.
Jeans.
Slip back hair. Asshole.
Yeah. Sloppy steaks.
I saw that bird and I knew it was an asshole. That's what I have to say. It's funny. I'm seeing this guy's video. This guy has a channel where he just calls blue jay assholes, and he just has a bunch of like videos of them doing nothing.
Well, they're eating up some bugs or something.
Hey, they're assholes, man.
Maybe they are fucking over his crops or something.
I don't know, man. They're just pieces of shit, man. They fuck with everybody.
Yeah.
They fuck with squirrels. They fuck with cats, dogs. The assholes of the Animal Planet. That's why I get Toronto, you know, made them their, that's a bunch of assholes. That's an asshole city.
Well, they've got this like facade of being all nice and stuff, but they're just pieces of shit like anybody else.
Yeah. Well, it's Canadian, you know. I think they hate that little joke how they're all nice. You know. I'm sure I would.
No,
there you go. Mixed
I bet a lot of them have some like complex to go out of their way to be a prick.
Mixed are you an Ontario folk? Or are you actually a city? Are you a city folk or a country folk? Are you outside? I don't know where you're at in the Great White North. I know you're in Ontario. Beautiful, beautiful country up there. Beautiful country. Beautiful country. They're coming for you. They're coming for your country.
Yeah, didn't you go to Canada?
No, you're not in the city. Yeah, I went to Canada. I went up to I went to Niagara and then up to Toronto, and I was there for quite a few days.
You saw Godspeed You Black Emperor live, right?
Didn't see them. I went to the Toronto Zoo. It was a nice zoo. Nice zoo.
You saw the slaves.
I saw all those locked up animals. I saw a bunch of blue jay pricks.
Oh, they had like a birdhouse.
Saw a birdhouse.
Gay stuff. Carl Nassib is announcing the Browns pick.
Oh yeah, shit. Total fag. That's fine for us to say. We're talking about gay stuff, so I could say that, right? That in
I mean, you played lacrosse. You might as well have been.
Oh yeah, exactly. I'm honorary, right? I played lacrosse. I've done high school. No, I didn't do high school wrestling. I did middle school wrestling. I couldn't go to high school. That was too gay. Too gay to do wrestling in high school, right?
Well, the thing about wrestling that always freaked me out was the like cauliflower ringworm stuff.
Yeah, it's a real thing too, man.
Didn't somebody
very
get
easy to get
cauliflower
that?
ear?
Yeah, dude, it's just everybody. That's
And
like
isn't that
I mean
permanent?
everybody. I mean a lot. It depends. You can get cauliflower ear from bashing your ear against the mat, and then it just blows up. And you can also get a bacteria that gets in your ear too. There's
And
just
it
tons
never
of
goes
bacteria.
away?
No, it doesn't go away.
Because I've seen
there's tons of bacteria that are on the mat that stay with you forever. That's just
what is that?
it's
shit?
gross.
I've seen like UFC guys, and it looks like they have permanent cauliflower ear.
Like they used to have to those wrestling mats. They have to soak it with alcohol, because of all the bacteria that are on it. So that was another thing.
Just from
when
sweat?
Oh yeah, when they'd roll out that mat, it stunk because it had all these fucking chemicals on it. Because you have to put chemicals on it because then you get cauliflower ear or bacteria or staph infection. It's it's gross. People are gross, man. People are gross. It's a gross fucking world we live in.
Yeah, no, I don't know what this person did.
That's why, I don't think I could go to a concert.
I went to the bathroom a couple days ago, and they was shit caked. You know, on toilets, there's that lid thing you
I've
can
seen
flip
it.
up and down.
You go into a bathroom and you think
Somebody,
the person I'm working with must have the fucking
all
black
on
plague.
the under part of the lid. And I was like, how does that even happen?
Dude, I think these people have
how
the
is
black
your
plague.
asshole angled? And why are you aggressively shitting at work like this?
Yeah, dude, I think these people have the black plague. And they don't even know it. We're living in a medieval time right now. I
mean, the only
bring
time
out your fucking dead.
I'll shit at work is if I have some kind of emergency. I don't want to walking around with a dirty asshole fucking day like some fucking cave person.
Yeah, I mean, that's the world we live in, man.
Days they need to be standard practice. We can't have people walking around with shit all up their pants and stuff. There's got to be a better way.
But you've had to have shit at work. I mean, I'm seeing Dan Cass say,
I've gotten sick.
Come on, everybody's gotta you gotta go. I'm there for 8 hours.
I had a stomach virus. Then there's no way to get around it.
Yeah.
But if I have a choice, or if I can work my way around it,
you're painting that bowl, right?
But there was one day I went in and it didn't even look like shit. It looked like blood. It looked like somebody shit blood. It was bright red. And I was like, what is going on?
We're living in a medieval time. I mean, I
don't know. I was
300 years
worried
from now,
there's some kind of zombie outbreak or some shit going on.
300 years from now, people are gonna be like, these people they shit and work and they would it would be under the seat. They're gonna be talking about that. That's what they're gonna be saying.
Well, I thought in other countries, people don't even shit in toilets. They shit into a hole in the ground.
Yeah, we're living in
your ass down, and there's just a hole.
That is also I agree.
And honestly, I can't imagine most mouth breathers being able to pull that off. I would think you're just shitting on a floor full of feces around the hole.
Makes the place got it right. Getting paid to shit, baby. That's right. Born to shit.
Doing some kind of science project.
Born to shit, forced to wipe. Right? Am I right?
Yeah, you know what's fucked up? No matter how old you get, baby wipes are still just good to have around. I'd rather have baby wipes than toilet paper.
I have multiple friends who are Dan Cass has this. Jason Chicken talks about it all the time. I still find it kind of gay. but kind of gay, like a Norm Macdonald.
No,
Gay.
Jason Chicken
But,
does talk a lot about poop.
Yeah, but he always talks about he's into
like he's into like
bidets
stuff. Just in
but he's
general.
into bidets, and he has a portable bidet with him to always clean
Yeah,
himself.
and it looks like a electronic toothbrush mixed with a dildo.
Maybe I'm too American, but I think bidets are gay. I think it's kind of gay.
I don't know. I mean, I guess like having water squirt up your ass is sort of like having somebody lick
Kind
it.
of gay, right? I mean,
I could see how it's like a similar sensation.
Paint that bowl, baby, right?
Yeah, paint that bowl.
Yeah. Live in our medieval Black Plague times. You know, we're in the plague era. Like, yeah, yeah. You know what, Dan? I'll say this, man. Dancast. Everyone who talks about this, I'm just I could just be a plebeian here who doesn't know, but everyone who talks about these bidets, they love it. They love it.
This is your homophobia talking, Pete. Like,
They love it.
I feel like if you had some water squirt up your ass, you probably never go back.
Well, I here's the thing. I understand it because my ideal situation is to do that process and then take a shower. That's ideal.
That's what I do.
That's ideal.
If I can.
So I get it.
If I can like plan it out, like I'll do that every day. The only time I ever shit at work is like if I'm sick, like I have like a stomach virus or something.
That ain't the case though. That's the thing. You know, like sometimes you can't control it. Or too much fiber. Come on. Special K, right? Snorting ketamine. I don't know. We're in the modern day.
Say that coffee makes some shit. That's never really happened.
I never had
for
that.
me.
Yeah. I mean, it technically is a diuretic.
The only thing that coffee does is make me not hungry, which is good.
Diuretic though also means piss. So it does make you piss, but that's water, right?
I'll piss all day at work just to get away from my desk.
But some people do have to shit from coffee. I've never had that.
You know, there's like this one guy in my office who like he's taking.
But we're living in plague times, so
now that I'm like
unhealthy.
in a different position in the office, I'm closer to the other bathroom we have, and there's this one guy in the office who is like in the bathroom all day, and I'm at the point now where like it's pissing me off, and I want to narc him out and just say like, you got to get rid of this guy. Like he's not doing shit. He's not working.
Yeah, and then also like what Dancast is saying is true. Dude, we're living in a society where like the majority of people are eating Arby's like 24/7. So what do you expect to happen here?
Are they?
What do you expect? Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
You know
look
what?
at the profits from look at the profit bars at Arby's. Yeah.
I feel
people
like
are eating
since
Arby's.
COVID, a lot of people are ordering like DoorDash and Uber Eats and all this kind of like shitty food to their house more than they ever used to.
Dude,
before.
and I have to say, man, I don't get that shit because the amount of money you pay to like get that shit is like I mean I have the money to pay for it. I won't do that. I will not.
No, yeah,
I'll go and pick it up. Is that hard?
Around the time where I got that Wawa pizza, I had like some fucked up addiction to like ordering food to my house for some reason.
Yeah.
Like I was ordering like 7-Eleven and like Wawa.
Really?
And, like, having them like stop and buy me like
why not just go to it?
Popcorn and shit like that.
You wouldn't just go there?
Well, no, it's just like when you're drinking and smoking, you don't want to drive.
I guess. I mean, I guess I've always been used to
at the
driving.
point where if I get in my car and I'm legally intoxicated over the limit, I'm not going to go for some joyride to pick up a bunch of shit.
That's the funnest part. What are you talking about?
No, I don't.
That's
I don't
the
want
thrill,
to
man.
drive. It's just not worth it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I think I've grown
You
up.
could easily like lose your fucking license.
Yeah, I mean, I think I've grown up being intoxicated driving that I'm like, I don't know, used to it or
Well,
something.
it's different in like Millstone. You're in the middle of fucking nowhere.
I guess that's the truth too. Yeah, if I was in somewhere where, yeah, I mean, yeah.
But then again,
I'm not going to even pass.
That's really not a good place to do that because the roads are so thin and reckless.
Yeah, but I'm used to that.
Windy, and there's like deer fucking everywhere.
I'm used to that though. Like I'm like that kind of stuff. Give me any day than a highway. I'd rather that than a highway. You know, like I'd rather a windy ass road with deer and fucking trees on the side than a highway. The highway will give me anxiety.
The Packers drafted a fucking running back. They've already got
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm not a fan of risking that stuff shit either, but yeah, sometimes you gotta fucking get home. That's the thing that I always think about. Like, I think it's so crazy we live in a society where you go to a bar to get drunk. I mean, I'm not a bar person, but like, you go to a bar to get drunk. Obviously, that's where you're going. That's why you go to a bar. You have to get home.
No, you go to meet loose women.
No, you go to fucking Tinder for that. Believe me.
Or a pumpkin patch.
Yeah, you go to a pumpkin patch for that. You're yeah. Oh yeah.
Honestly, I just go
to
I just go to like a food store and I pretend to be one of those like bell ringers for a charity, and I just watch, all these meals.
Dude, you get some food stamps.
You go to like a Whole Foods.
You get some food stamps and have it like hanging out your zipper at a pumpkin patch. That's all you need. There you go. Some food stamps and a pumpkin patch. That's it. Everybody knows the pumpkin patch is where you go. It's like Charlie Brown, 1950s style. The Great Pumpkin.
Or like
waiting for the Great Pumpkin. Everyone's waiting for the Great Pumpkin, right?
Those those classes they have where people go and paint, and then they give you like wine.
Yeah, they give you a line of Coke. Yep.
No, I said.
Or no, that's like
wine.
under the right. No, lines, rails, rails.
Everyone in the
big
room
ass rails
paints like a version of a picture that they put up.
Right. Well, yeah, you're doing rails mostly.
You go to like a Home Goods or like a craft store where you can buy yarn.
Yep. Yeah, you're buying yarn, getting those lines going. I've never done cocaine. You've done cocaine, right?
Just once or twice to know what it was like, and it tasted like there's like a post nasal drip thing that happens, and it's very bitter. And
I've been around it. Like, I've been around so many drugs that I've not done. I'm questionable of why I've not done. I've been around ketamine so many times of recent times. So many times with ketamine.
What does that do?
I have no clue, but they love it. People who do it, they do it like, I've seen people do ketamine, like they'll do these little bumps of ketamine like throughout the whole fucking night. Like, I'm talking tons of it. Tons of it.
I'll try, other than heroin, I'll try most things once. I tried Molly, I tried ecstasy.
I mean, all I'll say is that the people that are doing it, they seem like they're drunk. That's how I would say. Like, it seems like drinking. And everyone who's doing ketamine, they seem like they're drunk. So, I mean, that's probably not bad. I don't know. Yeah, I'll try anything twice.
Other than anal.
Yeah, well, we've talked about that with the bidet. That could turn out like a mess, But again, we're in the plague time.
It's funny you say that because, like, when we went to Boston, and I walked in the bathroom and I was like, "What is this dildo sitting over here?"
Oh yeah, because Dave had a bidet.
I thought somebody was like
Jason Chicken. Yeah. I've only one girl let me do that once with her. So,
anal?
Oh yeah. Interesting experience. Not too good. Nothing to rave about.
They had showered beforehand.
Yeah, no, there was no issues with that, but it's just like, I don't know. It's better in the other spot. Better in the other spot. I don't know. I think it's all like a pervert thing. I think it's for perverts. Like, it's like
or it's just like their pussy's so loose that they have to go to the alternative just to feel something.
I guess. I don't know. It's weird because I don't know. I don't want to get too far into it.
It's
but
not.
I think that's better feeling.
God intended. That's not the original design.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no.
Honestly, it's really not that different than like fucking somebody's ear or nose.
No, it's just definitely I don't know.
And you don't see a lot of that. You don't see a lot of like.
It's overrated, is what I would say.
You don't see a lot of ear porn.
It's overrated, and it's like, like it's like it's a porn thing. It's a porn thing where it's like it's talked about,
and
but it's not like a good thing.
Incest. Like every
right.
Every other porn movie is like brother fuck sister thing.
Right. Oh yeah, that's yeah. That's a weird thing.
I mean, how many people are actually walking around that even have a sibling? You know,
That's
there's
a weird
lot of
thing.
only childs out here. I mean, maybe that's who it's for. You know, all these only children who just fantasize about not having, or they're like fake siblings.
Yeah, all these stepmoms are getting fucked on the internet. I've realized that they're all getting fucked somehow.
Well, you're into MILFs. I'm sick of MILFs. I'm looking for gills.
Looking for gills. You've moved on.
Yeah, I want to see those grandkid photos.
What makes a gilf? Is it that they actually have to be a grandma, or is it a certain age? Is it an age, or is it
kind of both? Because you can be a gilf at like 30. You know?
Can you though?
Yeah. Say
That's
like
not a true gilf.
You have a kid.
That's not a true gilf.
And then they have a kid right away.
Nah, gilf is like 50 plus. You got to be 50 plus. Right? What makes a gilf? I get what you're saying. It's like you're saying it's just like the logistics, like that they are. They have a grandchild.
I guess that's what makes it confusing. Like,
is
in
it
my mind? It's like a hot woman in like their 50s or 60s that has grandkids, but then you can have grandkids much younger than that. So liver spots, ugh, yeah.
Yeah, that's not a fun
This
thing.
makes you think of like a Ren and Stimpy close up.
Yeah, you see the close up. Yeah, exactly.
I have seen some like varicose veins, and they're pretty gross looking and awful.
Oh, bed sores. Oh yeah, that's a gross. Yeah. Shit. Yeah. You're turning me off of gilfs.
No.
Even that's more of a turn on, I guess, right? Get some bed sores in there. Hey, just makes it real, right? That just makes it real. That's how you know it's real.
What is a bed sore? You're just so immobilized that your body starts to rot?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you're just like getting like bruising or rashes. That's basically what it is. It's a rash.
Yeah, I mean, I've had bed bugs before. That wasn't fun.
Yeah, that's a different story.
This shit was painful.
Yeah, that does suck, man.
It was like having chicken pox or something.
Yeah, that was a terrible time with that whole.
It was not a fun experience to go through.
I was so pissed off at my roommate for that with Doug. I was so fucking pissed off because I kept a very clean room, and then like his room was disgusting.
When I Googled,
it was all his room.
It was just like check.
Yeah,
check.
even like every single.
It was like exactly to the T of everything going on. I was like,
every single thing that was like, if you have this, you might have bed bugs. He had like the whole checklist, the whole fucking checklist. No, yeah. No, that's what the thing is. I definitely I'll never live with a roommate again. It just is not a good thing. You know, like there's a time and a place. You know, like
well, it's definitely cheaper.
No, it is. I mean, look at where he's living. He's living with fucking 7 people, paying like fucking that place is like a nightmare wherever he's at now.
Yeah,
that's that's worse than bed bugs.
Bathroom, I was horrified.
It was like rust and
it looked like
everywhere.
In like a year, there was this like mold, like it looked like the Black Plague.
Yeah, and that kitchen sink was just filled with fucking plates, like as expected.
Yeah, that's just that's rough.
Yeah, as expected. It was like just disgusting. Yeah, roommates in your 30s. Yeah, definitely not good. Not good. But yeah, hey, you gotta fucking pay for you want to pay less, you know? Hey, I mean, living with a girlfriend is a room. I've had girlfriends that are bad with that shit too. So there is that. You could live with someone that
would be more cleanly than you.
You'd be surprised. They're not good. Like girls are terrible in a bathroom. Girls will destroy
that.
I
know that their hair gets all over the place.
Destroy that bathroom, and then it's like it becomes like you feel uncomfortable in the bathroom. I don't know. It's a confusing thing. It becomes their bathroom.
Well, yeah, I mean, I had to share a bathroom with my sister growing up, but it wasn't disgusting.
Like, if you have a girlfriend or a wife, you want to get a different bathroom that's separate bathrooms. Or
And
if you don't,
honestly, like a lot of
it'd be
times,
a lot
like,
better if
the
you do. There's a better way to say it. It'll be
altogether,
better if you
too.
have your own bathroom. That's the truth. You know, like that's the truth of
Like,
life.
my grandparents didn't sleep together. They had totally different rooms.
Yeah, well, yeah. That's
Probably because at that point they're just so disgusted by each other.
it gets to a point. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not the gilf that we're talking about.
Oh yeah. That's something else. Yeah, too many clothes. Yeah, I mean, I've had my last girlfriend had so many clothes that like she would use my whole. Like we had an extra room that was just filled with her fucking clothes, and like I had like fucking 3 shirts that I would wear. You know, like I had a drawer. I had a drawer that could have all my clothes.
I feel
and
like
she had
women
extra
become
clothes.
hoarders more often than men do.
They do with clothes. It's crazy. You
Or
know,
just like weird
crazy.
stuff that they're never going to use, but they don't want to throw out.
Yeah, because they like to they'll have clothes for like, what if I'm thin or what if I'm fat? They'll have like clothes for everything.
But I was going to say, like, a lot of it has like weird sentimental value or something.
No, they just like they don't have a concept of it. Like Dan Cass is right here. Like there's just so many fucking clothes. It's really true. It's like they just don't get it. Or exactly shoes. Like, you know, like, oh man, I can't even go on with that. Like I remember there was so many things that were like unopened or not used, and just like, wow, like get rid of it. Like, and like I my whole room here or wherever I am is hoarded with nerdy shit, and like I thought their clothes was too much. So like I get it. Like I like to have my own stuff, but bitch, come on.
Yeah, but one of the bed bugs things was having clothes on your floor.
Yeah, and that was like my roommate. Yeah, he would never like. He just had his clothes
And
thrown everywhere.
no box spring. And
He just had his mattress on the ground.
Yeah.
Yep, terrible. And then he also had remember it was like food that was just like let out, or like he had like beer bottles on the ground. You know, like shit like that. Like it was just
I remember, like honestly, like food. I felt like I was in like a horror film. I just my whole body was like burning.
Yeah.
And I turned the light on, and I looked around the room, and I saw the shit like squirming around on the walls and all over my body, and I just like freaked out. I like, took all my clothes off and like stood up in the middle of the room, just like in my underwear.
The funny part about this is
what the fuck is going on?
Like you were the only one that got bit by the bed bugs there. I never got bit. He never got bit. You were the only one that got bit by these bed bugs on the couch.
No, it's usually how my luck goes.
You were unfortunate to actually have the wrath of the bed.
It was like when
I
got in that car accident with Morawski. I was the only person who actually got injured during the whole thing.
Oh yeah, when he was like 16-year-old.
And the most embarrassing part was they put me in like a fucking
like a Hannibal Lecter thing.
They gave me a neck brace and put me on a stretcher. It was like so unnecessary.
Well, yeah. Those like the people who like get into ER, like the people that get into those like EMT things, like the lamest fucks alive. You know, like anyone who wants to be an EMT is like, hey, love that you're doing it. Usually lame people. Anyone who actually, it's a sad thing, man.
Who had they were like a part of that like Napoleon Dynamite farm crew.
I mean, yeah. I mean, great that
they're
do
all
it.
about like pasteurizing milk and stuff.
Love that you do it, but yeah, they're like the lamest people ever that get into it. You know, like, but love that you do it because thank God you do it. That's all I'll say. It's like I love that you're doing it because we need it. But yeah, they're always like the strangest.
Did you ever see Bring Out the Dead with Nicolas Cage?
Yeah, and again, I totally agree. I can't complain. Like EMTs are great, great fucking people, but they are like this. You know, and
John
I think
Goodman and
you kind of
Ving
take that
Rhames.
kind of lame person.
I think Martin Scorsese did it.
Yeah, they are great people. It's great that people are doing it, but they are just like, what do I want to say? They're like Johnny Do-Good.
They're
or
like
something.
charity whores, you know.
Yeah.
They like get off on helping people to where it's almost like euphoric.
Right, but again, I'm
But
glad that we have them doing it. Like I'm glad there's someone doing it.
You know what's sick about that is like they're secretly hoping that like something awful happens to you, so they have something to do.
I don't think so. I think they're just ready to
Like,
help.
oh God, I hope Pete like.
No, I don't think so.
Fucking slides down a mine shaft, and I have to go save him.
No, I don't think they're like that. I think they like. I think they're genuinely
I hope
like.
Dan Cass breaks his leg on like a sheet of ice walking to his car.
Yeah, like you have to fight off drunks for 12 hours. Yeah, yep. There's a bunch of. It's probably mostly dealing with drunks. That's probably the majority.
Yeah,
of the job.
That's what pretty much half of bringing out the dead is. They constantly have to go out for these calls that are just hobos that are relapsing or something on the street, and they
Where we're at in
smell
this
like
draft.
shit, and nobody wants to touch them.
Is this draft almost done for the third round?
I don't know. I really haven't been paying attention to it.
Oh, it pays well. I didn't think it. I thought it was volunteer. I thought EMT was a volunteer.
No, that's firefighters.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that they're getting
Firefighters
paid.
are volunteers.
God
But,
damn,
you know,
it's
they get
not a
paid
fun
in,
thing, man.
They get paid in pussy anyway, so I don't think they mind.
Oh yeah, there's some yeah, and also like there is money that's going out to those. Like if you have to take like an ambulance, like if you ever have to take an ambulance, you'd be surprised at how much that fucking shit costs.
Yeah, that's why we have health insurance. That we never
It's
use.
like $500 to go like 5 minutes away. It's like shit like that.
Honestly, like health insurance should not be paid out all the time without use. It should just be something to when you
it should be when you use it.
or when
I
you
agree.
actually need it. It's just discounted.
Oh, our whole health system is like a joke.
It's like really like all these people are paying monthly for shit that they'll never fucking using ever.
No,
It's such
this
a
is
fucking waste.
No, this is accurate. Yeah, like it's like $5,000. Like that's the thing, but also the fact that it's $5,000 lets you know how much of a joke our healthcare system is. Because no way should that be $5,000. But that's
the
true.
thing is, like,
but it's like that
people-
lets you know it's a joke. That is fucking
People
$5,000.
pay
That's a joke.
for no reason on shit they're never going to use, just for the fear of some freak thing happening, and then you have to pay out
That's
the
the
ass.
truth, man.
That's really all that it is. It's just fear.
That's the truth, though. It's like that is the truth. Like that's why we pay for it. Because if anything ever happens, then you actually have an out, and it gets paid for.
I mean, until you get at a certain age, and it's like anything could happen, you're gonna need
Then
it.
it actually is a useful
Yeah,
thing.
like you reach a certain age where like you could just be walking down the street and break your hip.
Yeah. So where are you going, Dan? Are you leaving to Jolly England over there? Where is your plan?
No, he's leaving us. He's gonna commit suicide.
Oh yeah, he's just gonna he's gonna be out of the he's leaving everybody.
If you're gonna do it like this. Go to a children's birthday party.
Yeah,
and
light yourself on fire like the guy from
I was gonna
Trump
say
campaign thing.
take like those one of
Self-emulate.
those machines that blows balloons up and just huff it until your head explodes.
Yeah. What's the best way? Yeah, what's the best way to go out? I don't know. Probably, I feel like doing a bunch of drugs is probably the best way to go
No,
out.
I would say doing like a bank heist. Like I want a bait and
Oh, nice,
a
man.
cop to shoot me and kill me.
Nice, man. You're gonna be an expat in Mexico, down in South America way. North America still, actually. No, nice, man. You're gonna be an expat, huh?
It'd be funny if we had like a movement of people that are all citizens of the U.S. that are hopping the border to then go live in,
That is happening, and that is happening.
We have like a reverse.
What you're talking about
border,
is
and
reality.
it's like too many people are leaving.
No, I know someone who like lived for a year in Costa Rica, and dude, it's like your dollar goes so fucking far there.
Yeah, and they're also fucking hot, man. Like I like Spanish women a lot.
And also like all your like everything that he was like all his money that was getting towards groceries was actually like fresh produce and like it was actually like good things that you're actually eating.
But
like,
I mean,
not
like,
here.
Latinas, not those like toad people, motherfucking types. I don't want some big head.
Where in Mexico, by the way, Dancast? On the west coast side. That's what I've heard is like the nicer part of Mexico.
Lisbon.
That's in Portugal. That's in Europe, brother. A little different spot than Mexico.
Yeah, there's this Portuguese woman in her office, and her ass is like abnormally wide. She looks like a bowling pin.
In a bad way or a good way?
I don't know.
It's like in between. Depends on the day.
She looks sort of like a penguin.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, have you ever felt the urge to fuck a bird that can't fly?
Yeah, multiple times. I've watched Calista Flockhart and yeah, so I know what it is. I've seen her in things. She's kind of like a bird.
I mean, growing up, I watched a lot of Ally McBeal just because it was really popular at the time.
Yeah, there's multiple Sarah Jessica. You're big. I know you're a big Sarah Jessica SJP fan, right?
No, I think she looks like a horse.
Really? What do you think?
She walked so Lady Gaga could run.
Really? Okay.
On all fours.
Los Algodons. Trying to think where you're talking about here. Oh, okay. So you're talking about like, all right, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about like by Arizona-ish, like right by the border of. Oh, you're talking like right over the fucking border of Mexico.
Okay. Yeah, Dan, can you buy me a AK-47 and mail it?
Yeah. Get that 310 to Yuma, Arizona is like right near where he's talking about.
Vegas has like such fucked up gun laws. You can go to like a sports authority and buy like a fucking nuclear launcher.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about. You're talking about that. Yeah. No, I've heard of people going to California or Mexico, just going over the border to go to like a dentist. So you could get like free shit and like that kind of shit. You don't have to pay for it.
Yeah, I mean, I heard there's like I forget.
Yeah,
like
but you can shoot some crazy ass guns. Vegas, man. Vegas was fun, man. Vegas is fun, but it's like it gets so old after like a day. It's like it's fun.
I would like to go.
It's good for like 2 days.
But
good for 2 days.
I don't want to go over those fucking mountains that you did. That sounded.
Well, yeah, I like drove to Vegas from New Jersey, so yeah, it's a crazy experience.
No, like the part where you said that you were like hydroplaning down a mountain.
Oh well, that was because we went through fucking Colorado,
like a 18-wheeler behind you.
Yeah,
and you couldn't stop, and you're just like grinding your brakes down the whole time. That sounds.
Oh yeah, I'll never drive through.
Out of a horror film.
I'll never drive through the Rockies ever again in my life. I'll say that. Never will.
No, but I would like to go to Vegas. I actually, for football, there's like certain contests they do that are like live draft only in Vegas, and they're really high buy-in stuff.
Yeah,
I wouldn't mind trying that shit out if you ever want to go again. And also, you know, they have like don't they have like legal prostitution there?
I didn't do that, but I think they
do. Like, they're known for it. Like, remember that sleazy ass documentary about that bunny ranch thing?
Yeah, but I think it's like outside of Vegas. I think it's like the town. I never went to there. It was like I think there's a town outside of Vegas that's like it's legal there. It's not in Vegas. It's like outside of it. But yeah,
like
Vegas
on the Strip. It's like
you got to be. The crazy thing about Vegas is you got to. Dan Cass is right. You have to be fucked up, but you can be fucked up because you're mostly inside. Like when you're in Vegas, you can actually walk to casino, like on the Strip, all inside, where you actually don't go outside. So you actually can't tell what the fuck time it is. So you'll see people that are like piss fucking drunk at like, like 11 a.m. and they have no clue what the fuck time it is because they've been inside the whole time.
Yeah, one of my favorite movies is Leaving Las Vegas with Nicolas Cage and Elizabeth Shue.
Yeah, and it's funny.
I don't know why. Like whenever I watch that movie, I just feel like I'm. I don't know. It's like
I wasn't
It's so
sober in Vegas.
relaxing, even though it's so like violent and chaotic.
I wasn't sober in Vegas, but I was like high on weed, which is like kind of also counterproductive. When you're like high on weed, you're kind of more like anxious and I don't know. It was in your face too much.
Was that for that festival with Ray Shremmer?
Well, we were at High Times in Colorado, and then we drove to Vegas. So yeah,
That was when Doug like hit that shit and almost had like an out of body experience where he like didn't know where he was.
Yeah, that's basically what happened.
I've been there before. I mean,
because he did like dabs or something, and he was just out of it.
When I've taken like a heroic dose, or even when we did salvia, I had this weird sensation where I thought my body like melted into the steering wheel, and then I was attached to it, and then I was trying to like push myself off of it to detach from it, and then it ended in like 15 seconds.
I can't believe this draft is still happening. It's 11 o'clock. I'm surprised.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna. There's a whole other day.
Well, is it almost done? I thought this was like done soon.
No, man, are you fucking serious?
No, I mean I know. I mean for tonight. For tonight.
No, this is a slog.
It is. This is going on too long. This fucking draft.
Well, imagine actually being invested into it instead of having it just on in the background.
Oh, no, I'm right, dude. There's only like 3 more picks to go for the night. I'm right. It's almost done. It's got like 3 more picks.
I like how they drafted a guy named Andrew, but it's spelled
It's got the
Andru.
Yeah. I mean, we're living in the world of Ebonics. You know, that's where we're at. All right, man. I gotta head out. I gotta take a piss.
Yeah, me too.
Think about Weinstein. Take a piss. Thanks for coming out, Dan Cast and Mixaplex and that other gay guy who was here.
Yeah,
for a
that gay
while.
guy.
Yeah. Well, I think he was fucking with us.
That guy like totally like was perfect for the NFL draft because football's so gay.
Oh yeah. We needed a gay guy to come in for the draft. That's
yeah,
perfect.
we needed some trans gay guy to and you know what?
He wanted to fuck Chaz Bono
it
too.
led
He would have
to
fucked
a,
Chaz Bono. He was attracted to him.
Chaz Bono.
Attracted to Chaz Bono.
So
We
thank
saw
you.
it.
Thank you.
People are attracted to Chaz.
Wasn't it like Boom or something?
Yeah, his name was Boomer Gilston. He's got to be fucking with us. He's got to be fucking with us.
Oh yeah, he's
got to be fucking with us. All right, I'll see you there. Love it.
Yeah.
See y'all. Mixaplex. Love you guys, but not in a gay way. Or is it? You were Wizard_Shack on Twitter. Until next time, we'll be here, and no one will be watching. So.